roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name. Grass is green and so alive. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a strive. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gone and come. The birds have just begun. Yeah, yeah. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna get started here on the Drake and 2000 show. If you're watching this live right now, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you're watching this over on YouTube or on Steam after the fact, come join me live Wednesday through Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time until about 4 hours is what I usually stream. I would love to have you here having fun with us. And if you're looking to join a fun multiplayer stream or multiplayer server, you're welcome to come join our community as well. There are links to the Discord in Twitch and in YouTube, so you can come join us should you wish to play. But in the meanwhile, we've got some harvesting to do, and then we've got some planting to do. Let me bring everybody down and we'll get started. Oh my gosh. Okay, my hair looks like garbage today. All right, let's fix that real quick. All right, so let's do that. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're gonna get started with this harvest here. We've got a harvest on field 30, and then we've got some replanting to do, so we will get that all taken care of. It's decent enough. Okay. Hello.
Hello. Yo.
How's it going, peoples?
It's going.
Yeah. All right.
Pigs are taken care of. Cows still need a bale of hay. I still need to run over and take care of the sheep. And I need to take care of the chickens still.
Oh my. Don't forget your bucket is down there.
I know this. I'm taking this tractor to the sheep. And I got cleaned up over here at the chickens. They made a mess.
Oh my.
Chickens do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not where it shows on this map. So I don't know how they spilled their grain out here where the end feed is, but you know, we'll let it be.
They pick it up
Yeah.
and they take it there just to spite you.
I believe that.
Just annoy.
Alright, that's taken care of. Let me throw some water in there. And somebody didn't remind me after we got done to take care of the male chickens.
I reminded you.
Not when I told you to remind me though. Let me take care of that
Doc,
now.
Make sure you take care of the roosters.
Right.
Yep, I'm doing it now.
See, even Ferret's got your back.
Thank you, Ferret.
Well,
So how many chickens do we have?
Over 9,000.
It's what it seems like now, but
Oh, shoot.
says 185 total.
Oh no, it's
No,
not.
I mean-
Okay, good.
They need
That's a
some-
lot of eggs.
do
There's
have a
males
lot of
in
eggs.
there though.
No, I don't have any animals yet.
All right.
I
We're gonna
trouser
get harvesting
for you.
over here on field 30. Get this started. Field 30 will get done really quickly though. Then we got a bunch of work to do today because we gotta lime all the fields. And there's a Genghis Carnage here. Welcome, Genghis.
Good morning, Genghis, or good afternoon for you.
I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Let me also reposition this slightly so I can see you guys. There we are. Yeah, we are gonna get started here. And we're harvesting canola, which is pretty nice. 'Cause we just got canola off of our new field as well. We also need to do a rotation plan for.
I'll get it taken care of here in a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just got to get my animals taken care of.
Yeah. What do you got going on today, Ferret?
probably gonna take the dog out to the field with our neighbors and their dog to go run and get him exhausted.
That's always a good plan.
Yep, a good pup is an exhausted pup.
Right.
A well-behaved pup is an exhausted pup.
That's true too. Yeah.
He's a big dog.
Yes, he is.
So we have 185 chickens total. That's male and female.
That's quite a few chickens. But we got all this fun stuff. Like I said, we got the lime and everything, and then we got a plant everything as well. But Doc, don't forget to kill the males.
That's what I'm doing right now. I got to separate them first, though. You know, I don't want the females to see what I'm doing to the males.
Uh-oh.
What, you don't want to teach him how to homicide male chickens?
Probably not the best of ideas. Okay. I realize I should have set stuff up a little bit better. I'm doing this now because I should have. What I should have done is set up a truck and trailer already before I started harvesting, but did not do that. I did not do that. So we're gonna have to run back to the farm, grab that, or Doc can do that once he's done.
I'll do that when I'm done. All right, so we got 41 mils right now. So let me pull up my handy dandy calculator.
Dude, there's like one little spot of wheat over here. Somebody probably took or not wheat, canola. Somebody took a wide turn here and planted on the other field. Kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
So can you do me a favor and see how many total chickens we have right this second?
We have 185.
185. Thank you very much, sir. So 185 minus 41 enter divided by 8 equals, I need 18 18 roosters.
And put the boom out, and we'll just run back to the farm and go pick up that truck quick. But our carrot field is still listed as growing. We're gonna get a stupid amount of carrots off of that field. Or we should get a stupid amount of bleh.
Use your words, Drake. Use your words.
All right, there we go. The animals are taken care of. Drake, stay where you're at. I'm coming with the trailer in just a second.
Okay.
I'll run back.
Ooh, Laticaluna. What? Laticaluna? Laticaluna is our latest Drakeling. Drakeling number 1870. Thank you so much for joining our community. How's your day going?
You are squeaking into that 2,000 mark.
I know, I'm gonna have to figure that out really quickly.
I haven't even had a
Laticaluna!
chance
Is that
to
how you
open
pronounce
up
it?
your laptop to join Twitch. So I can't
Laticaluna,
get in
yeah.
there.
Yeah, it looks like Laticaluna. Ooh! And then we got Ethane and Ethane Doc. Thank you guys so much for your follows. I appreciate it. Because my job as a streamer is to absolutely butcher your names. So if I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing my job.
That's correct.
So thank you guys so much for the follows. Ethane Thanlov. Yeah. Say that 6 times fast. You are Drakeling number 1871, and I appreciate you guys so much. We're waiting for Baltic. We're waiting on, Doc to get over here.
Doc is right here. What are you talking about?
We're almost here. Boom. Swing and a miss. Yeah, probably have to back up a little bit and try again.
All right, now I gotta run back.
All right.
I got you here. That's all that matters, right?
You're getting your exercise in this morning. That's what it is.
Right. Getting ready to lift those 660-pound bales.
Thank you, because I forgot that I need to grab a hay bale and throw it in the cow pen.
Got you back.
But I won't be doing that by myself. I'll just grab the skid steer to do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it by yourself anyway.
Oh. But
All
I do have that shovel scoop on the front of that tractor. I could move it over there.
That would be a pain in the butt though with the shovel.
Yeah, but it's possible.
It is, but you'd be like pushing. If you ran into like a pebble that
Anything.
stopped it. Baltic has yeeted the stream. It's out of here.
So let me get into the stream.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I know. Let me go ahead and do that on this one. I haven't even fired up the laptop yet this morning.
Oh.
So you're getting it on the main computer. I just won't be able to see what everybody's saying, so you can lie to me if they start talking crap about me. Just say that they're loving me. Pigs are good.
No, I missed
Cows. You know what? I'm not even worried about the cows right now. Here's the thing that I don't understand. If you look on the animal thing in seasons, it shows that the pigs will make slurry.
They should be making slurry.
They're not making slurry because I keep putting straw in there because you told me that they didn't make slurry.
Well, now they're making manure. Okay. No, it's fine. Let them make manure for now. Once they start producing, then I guess we can take the straw out of there.
You just
They
let
should
them
have
make
been
slurry
making
for all of
slurry.
it.
Well, because they don't normally produce manure. So there's something that is making them produce manure. It's either the map
It's
or the
probably seasons.
or seasons. It's one of the two. So
Well, this map has so many errors. It may be the map.
I think it's the map. The map leaves a lot to be desired. At the moment.
I mean, it's beautiful and all. Don't
It
get me
really
wrong
is.
there.
It
But
is.
you're right. It leaves a lot to be desired.
Well,
I
as
mean,
far as the
like
animals
my
are
TMR.
concerned, at least, like there hasn't been that many other errors. Although, like initially there was an error with the digestate because of the manure system, and then there was the vehicle crashes at that main intersection.
And that's still happening.
Yeah.
And it looks like I'm going to be using the scoop because I'm going to have to bring the scoop in there later and fix the forks. The forks are on their back.
Uh-oh. My.
Yeah. Stuff happens. At least it's like a straight push, though.
Yeah. But I'm not sure like what crop we're gonna want as the main crop over on 4 though.
We don't have much choice what to plant. It's nearly
Oh
Autumn.
yeah. I'm meaning for like future planning for the
yeah.
But you're exactly right. There's
Loyalty
no
radish.
time left to do a plant on any kind of cash crop. So right.
Been really good about getting that hay in there, though.
Well, that's cute. That's kind of disappointing then, because I wanted more use for our straw. Is it used in pig feed at all, or no?
Nope.
Just for the manure.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's not exactly a bad thing to have a manure producer and a slurry producer. We just only have the slurry equipment, though. That's the.
I mean, we can get manure equipment later, though.
Yes. Well, yeah, and we have $600,000, so it's not the
Alright.
end of the world.
Heading down to the sheep farm.
Oh.
Cow, pigs, and chickens are taken care of now. And I'm using the New Holland, so we're probably getting a few hours on it.
Well, that's good. That tractor needs some work beyond weeding. Anyway.
I know, that's the reason why I grabbed it. I don't really care for it, but I grabbed it.
Okay.
Blue tractor, green arms, red bucket. I mean, it's just perfect.
Got a farming rainbow right now.
Meow.
I don't know
Yeah.
why my green screen does not like a red shirt.
It was working fine the other day with your red shirt.
Oh. Now maybe is it the white, the Budweiser
It's the
sign?
white balance. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Ah, ain't it? Zane it, Zane it, Zane it. I don't actually want my shirt that low anyway. So, ooh, Doc J rolled a 54 and won 20,000 Drake booty. Ooh.
But I lost 10 on the slot. That's okay.
Balanced out as all things should be.
And then I started the heist. You know, I gotta keep my pole up there at the top. You know. And it's 3 months to hatch the egg. Is that what you said?
There we go. All right. What?
It's 3 months to hatch the egg, Lee? For subscriber?
Oh, yeah. So, month 1 is the egg. Month 2 is your little dragon is starting to come out of the egg. And then month 3, you are the other one. Barrett, you post something in there? What's up, Jelly? You should have like a different dragon. Why is yours still the white dragon? I'll look.
It's It apparently there's not a 4-month subscriber badge.
There should be though. Let me go look at that real quick. Let me look at that. Because now I'm curious.
Yeah, it goes 3 months, then 6 months.
Yeah.
Hit the sub button, and then it shows the chart. At least the rest of it.
No, I'm trying to find it on my thing.
Oh, to set.
Not under 10
Yeah.
points.
So you guys need silage and carrots.
Excuse me, guys, while I fix this real quick, or try to figure. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this up while I figure this out real quick. I need to find the thing. Okay, hold on. No, I don't want to watch a video.
I'm gonna go sort out breakfast and stuff, so I will catch you
Okay.
gents later.
I see you in a bit.
Okay, what? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm big. Erg. Okay, guys, stick with me for just a moment because I want to fix this. I might have to do that after the stream. I'm only gonna look a little bit longer because it should have been like right there, but I'm just not seeing it right now. Under there it is, loyalty day. Okay, so there is not a 4-month. Okay. My bad. Okay, I found it. I figured it out. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm sorry for the delay, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I figured it out. There's not a 4-month. There's just, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Anyway, there's a whatchamacallit. I got it figured out though. Okay. Sorry about that delay. Oh my goodness. Alright. So it's 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and then there's a 6 month and a 9 month. There's not a 4 month. And I know that now. All right, back to work. Getting this canola field all harvested. We had a couple dead spots in the field, but nothing too major. And it's probably because like there was that one time where we had the whatchamacallit? We had the some weeds in here, and they might have killed off some of the crop in those areas that I couldn't get to, just because I couldn't see them. So that might have been what happened. It could have been a number of things, though, really, unlike what ended up killing the crop. Either way, not huge portions of the field, but it is significant. That's probably like 100 or so. Oh, Jelly Jiggler rolled a 25 and lost 2,000 booty. And then lost 1,000 booty on the slot. Oh no. Feels bad, man. That's a lot of booty. That's a lot of booty.
How are you doing? Because I can't see your stream right this second.
36%.
Okay, I'm gonna park this down here by the edge of the field, jump in the truck, and come around and get you.
Bam! Get in on this heist, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some Drake booty. All you gotta do is type in exclamation point heist and the amount of Drake booty that you are willing to risk. You can risk anywhere from 10 to all. All is a little bit of a misnomer. What it means is all that are available for that kind of thing. So.
How do we get in on that big thing again?
What big thing?
You know, the one that you started yesterday.
Oh, that's the channel point redeem thing.
So I got. Oh, there it is.
That's for the Drake scales. Yeah.
There we go.
Community
Let's get that going,
challenge,
Jake,
25% complete. Oh yeah.
Oh, help me out making play in first person.
14,136 Drake scales have been donated to the cause so far. If we get enough by the time the timer goes away, then we end up doing a first-person only stream on Farm Sim.
That's for Drake only, though. I'm not playing in first person.
No. You guys don't have to. It's just for me.
Yes, ma'am. Give me just a second.
Alrighty then. And away we go.
Well, this is already at 58% too. I need to open up the doors for my mom, so I'm gonna park the truck close to where you're gonna be going.
Yeah, I'm at
Hopefully you can
68% right now. So about 70.
Yep.
17,000 Drake scales have been donated towards the cause, making me stream in first person only for one stream. That's 4 hours of farming in first person. That's gonna be rough.
I almost guarantee you he's not gonna back up anything.
He won't back up. He's just gonna leave everything.
Nope. Hey Doc, can you get this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you
not
had to
close
put
enough.
it there. I see how it is.
Oh, no. I was just trying to hurry is all I was trying to do.
That's fair.
I thought I was close enough, but that's what I get for not paying attention.
That's what you get for assuming.
That's what I get for not paying attention to where I was actually at.
Well, don't go too far. Right there. Stop.
I'm out of the truck. Bye.
Yeah, so like I was saying, right, we're gonna get this field all nice and harvested. We'll probably put some of this canola into our biodiesel generator thing or bobber jigger. So this thing makes biodiesel, right? And we kind of need some of that. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put some of it in there at least. Maybe fill up the thing. And that would be
It
it.
says I haven't done that already.
Have you already done that? Okay.
I don't know if I have or not, but I will do it on this run.
Yeah. We'll
You
just.
guys know what is poplar? Poplar.
Their poplars are all harvested.
Yeah. What is this thing like? What is?
What are poplars?
Yeah.
Wood
So-
chips.
You have to harvest them with a forage harvester, and it produces wood chips, and you then can sell the wood chips at their peak price.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically all trees,
Yeah. I gotcha.
and they plant in rows of like 2 or 3, and then they have blank spots in between them.
Let
Yeah.
me be perfectly honest with you. They're a pain in the rear to harvest.
They're not any worse than sugarcane, I don't think.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit worse because you can only get that one row per harvest.
Well, same thing with the sugarcane though.
Okay. Well, then it's as bad as sugarcane.
Yeah.
Sugar cane, I think you can harvest like 3 rows, isn't it?
You can do 2 rows with the super harvester, and then with our
Yeah.
modded harvester, you can do 4 rows.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm at 97, so I'm gonna go ahead and go dump this.
Yep.
I'll come back and grab you here in a second. Now that I got my animals taken care of and everything else,
Right.
we gotta keep the animals all nice and happy so they keep producing more animals for me.
Well, and all the other stuff too, because like we got
I'm not
cows
worried about the
producing.
byproducts. I'm more worried about the animals. I want lots of animals, but I don't want to buy them.
Well, no, that's why and we've been doing really, really well with that too, because like, you know,
That's free money.
our cows are only at 80% health, 88% health because we're not giving them the straw bedding. But if for whatever reason they changed it so that it doesn't generate manure and slurry, so we got to do what we got to do. I'm wondering if we should apply the slurry down onto the fields. I think we should. Although it might be hard to see. If we lime
And then cover it up.
and
That
then
would probably
cover
be
the
better.
slurry, we should be able to see the slurry at that point.
Oh, but when field is not cultivated, you should see easily. It should shine like more shiny
Okay.
color.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just like when there's the chaff on the ground, like here. It's a little bit difficult to see the slurry.
Oh, okay.
When there's not the chaff rows and stuff, then yeah, it can be pretty nice and easy to see.
I see what the problem is. The lid's not open.
Yeah, that does need to be open.
Trying to figure out why it's not giving me the prompt to unload.
Right. But how's everybody's Sunday doing? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Welcome to the Drakeish 2000 show. If this is your first time here, feel free to say hi in chat. One of my absolute favorite things about streaming is interacting with my viewers. So by all means, please join in on the chat. If you're just here to lurk, by all means, lurk away. That's also cool. And also appreciated. I just recently did a new YouTube video about Farming Simulator 22's season, and we took a look at some of the new screenshots that they've shown off over there. And so you can check that out over at youtube.com/Drakeish2000. There's a couple videos that I've done now for Farming Simulator 22, but there's not a heck of a lot of information out there just yet. But as that information continues to roll out, I will keep making new videos for you guys so that you can enjoy that as well. Slow and peaceful Sunday. That's the way it should be, man. I actually got a decent amount of sleep last night. That's awesome. That's always a good thing.
Always a wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah.
They were somebody that normally doesn't.
I probably could have used an extra hour of sleep last night. But I'm still okay today. But like I think like an extra hour last night would have done me well.
I felt like a grandparent last night.
Why is that?
I went to bed at 9 o'clock.
I mean, sometimes you
I
have
got-
to.
I'm going 9 o'clock in the bed, so it's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I went to bed at 9 p.m. and then got up at 10 a.m.
I mean,
That's
that's
little too much, but yeah, it's
Compared to what I've been getting, that's just recovery is all it's called.
yeah.
It was about 1 a.m. when you got to sleep and only woke up at 11:30. Wow, yeah. You guys got a lot of sleep. I mean, sometimes you have to, though. I'm not setting any alarms for tomorrow myself. Like, I'm just going. Just
You
go.
better turn off your computer then, because I'm gonna start pinging you as soon as I wake up.
Why is that?
I don't know, it just sounds good. No, I actually have a. You don't want me pinging you as soon as I wake up, because I got a doctor's appointment at your time, 7 o'clock.
Ugh.
So I'll be up early.
Yeah, no thank you.
I get to go to a foot doctor tomorrow. Yay!
92%.
I'm coming.
Well, there
Look.
you are. Are you gonna make it in time? That's the question.
I may not get turned
95.
around to I may not get turned around to follow you, but I'll get you a little bit dumped so I can spin around.
Oh, 59. $90. Wait,
That gives me enough to spin around,
yeah, you should at least.
as long as I don't take too much time.
95.
I'm right here, coming up behind you.
Ooh, lordy. There we go. That was close. 99%. That was close. All right. I'm a little surprised that we're doing this in late summer. It's all stuff grew in quickly.
Tomorrow the carrots are gonna be ready.
You think that tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, alrighty then.
Unless we speed up time, then it'll be today.
Right.
I mean, now that I'm not having to mess around with the biodiesel, somebody's gonna need to get the silage out of the biodiesel plant too. We got
Yeah.
some in there already.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of jobs to do today.
Hey, we're gonna have to fire our other hand. Not showing up to work.
He's a little burned out. It's okay.
I know he is, but I still got to give him hell.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I should be blaming Gene.
Oh, for introducing him to Crusader Kings.
Yep.
Good game.
I'm not saying that it's not.
Especially like once you understand how to play, then it's fun. It's a very complicated game though. It does take a while to learn how to play.
Figure out.
Yeah.
And it's one of those that will make your head hurt after a while too,
Yeah.
because it is a very strategic game.
Yeah, I love
So
those kind of
constantly-
games though, like
Constantly thinking.
grand strategy and stuff like that. It's my bread and butter.
Get speed up a little bit just so I can move you more towards the middle of the truck.
Yeah.
See, I can do this without any problems. It's just harvesting. I miss those edges. This, I got a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah. I just do like tiny little adjustments here and there. Get that going. No one ever understands how to play that game. Oh, Crusader Kings. Yeah, it does. It takes a while to learn how to do that game properly.
It took me about 5 playthroughs to figure it out. And I'm still not 100%, but I can at least make it longer than I have been. I'm gonna let you run for a minute, and I'll catch back up to you.
Alrighty then. Ooh, 83. People are winning on the gambling today. People are winning some booty on that gamble today. So, if you're new to the stream and you don't know about Drake Booty, what Drake Booty is it's a fun little chat doodad for us to play around with. There's a few different redeems that you can do down in the about section. You can check that out down there. Unknown Bats is our
Welcome to
latest
Thunder.
Drakeling. Welcome to the community. How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. But yeah, so Drake Booty, right? It's a fun little channel point system that that we got here. You can play different games. You can gamble, play the slot machine. You You can join in on heists and stuff. And as you earn more Drake booty, whoever has the most booty at the end of the month wins a gift sub from yours truly to you. And if you already have a subscription at that time, then you're able to gift that sub out to another member of the community of your choosing. And so we do that each month. That's how that works. What's up, unknown bats? How you doing today? Where you coming from? You've already got booty, you got a girl. Well, there you go then. You could have more booty. You could have Drake booty. They're from England. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we have a few people from England who play on the server and in the community as a whole. But are you looking forward to Farming Simulator 22? You win the booty contest? Oh, I mean, you can try. You can try. What is it? 16th. So there's still some time left. Try to win.
The map is fun. There is a few problems with it that we found, like you cannot use TMR on it.
Yeah, there's a couple small problems with the map, but yeah, not being able to use TMR is a weird one that we couldn't figure out. But but we will work on that. Well, the other thing is too, so like on our server we change the map every month, and so we were on Durango last month, and this month we're on Airshalt, and next month we'll choose like another one. But I haven't figured out which map we're gonna move to just yet. But I like maps that are like 4x like this with a bunch of sell points. Like I want a lot of sell points. Yeah, it's a big one, man. It is a big one. That map is huge. But
That's what she said.
what's that?
That's what she said.
Oh.
Resist.
Well, there you go. You had like 8 combines on that map? Oh, lordy. Yeah. We didn't play... We played it for a good while. And what we did is we sold the farm and all the equipment on Durango. And then we brought that money over here to Airshalt. And then next month in June, when we start our new map again, we're going to start over from complete scratch at that point. And go from there. But the that way, like, we're not like in the gazillions of dollars all the time, and there's no progress to be made, you know, like, because I think that would kill the fun really quickly if we were to take all the money from Airshalt over to the next map. So instead we change it up, like every 2 maps we restart everything.
I'm just gonna let you finish up. I think you got enough room now.
Yeah. Let's get it. And then we'll have to come back out here after this. I think that's also done with the cereal crop harvesting, so we'll be able to put the cereal crop headers away. Play that newish German map. It's called Uger Strike. Derek?
Next one is a U.S. map, though.
Well, potentially.
I thought we switched back and forth between U.S. and European.
That's what I want to do, yes. But it depends on if we can find a good one or not.
Okay.
I have not played that map yet, so unknown bat. I've not played that one yet. All right, let me check my messages here real quick. You like Green River? That's a good map. Okay. Is it good for seasons and precision farming, or is it like?
go dump this. Baltic, how are you doing on your harvester?
I finished everything, so I got all the straw out. I put some lime now. I finished it. And
You are okay if we need to fast forward.
I'm sowing at the moment. So
Okay.
not really. It takes
Oh,
like half an
yeah.
hour.
We have a lot of work to do before needing to fast forward on our farm anyway. So.
Yeah, I know, but I was just seeing where he was at while
Yeah.
you were doing that.
Yeah, the fields are huge though. Oh, on what is the average size of the field over on Green River? Also a good map. Yeah, I mean, like, we gotta find a good one for June. 2x map, okay. I'm interested to see what map they come out with for 22, because the screenshots that they've posted so far are starting to look pretty nice. And like I went over on my YouTube video on it with those new screenshots and stuff. Like, I don't know, it looks neat. I also like the fact that in 22 the seasons put snow on the limbs of the trees. I think that's really cool. This all cleaned up. But yeah, the seasons being default in 22 is going to be kind of interesting. What do you think that the new crops are going to be? Unknown? Hang on. So but this is our fancy dancy ideal Massey Ferguson combine harvester, and this guy, I love the crawler track ones, stuff like that.
Let's go around here and they don't bounce as much.
Right.
You can go ahead and just drop that there.
Yeah, I was gonna put it like right. Boom. So we don't have like a storage place for our headers here. We have to store them off the farm. Just because like the other storage place that we have for them is kind of annoying. But the places that we had to be able to store them here on the farm were kind of annoying, so.
Kind of. Just a little bit.
Field grass, maybe kelp and carrots. Kelp would be weird and interesting. There probably is going to be carrots in the next one. I think that one is probably a likely candidate. I'll grab this small truck. Good one.
Any help you provide, I appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
we
gonna
also,
use-
on our server, right, we have it so that you can't teleport. And we have a passenger mod as well, so like we can move people and equipment around like
that one, okay.
like you would do logistically in real life. But we got rid of we got the thing. Oh no! Unknown Bats, his first gamble, and loses all of his Drake booties down to 0 booty. Seeing as you already have the Cheeto crop, Drake, maybe do a Pringle crop. Okay. Well, the
I think he
corn.
wants you to do potatoes.
No. I don't want to do potatoes.
Well, we could do a small crop of potatoes.
Yeah, like field 30.
No, I
Oh,
was
my
actually
God.
talking about like a quarter of 30.
or
Yeah.
do field 4 as potatoes. Problem is that we need the potato harvester as well, so it's not.
I thought that harvester you bought for the carrots had a potato head.
That does. Oh, there you go. We'll do sugar beet on 4. That one does onions, carrots, and sugar beet. That harvester. Not do
Okay.
potatoes. No booty for you, right? Next map, Idaho, only to taters. No! No!
So that's the funny thing about Idaho potatoes. 90% of Idaho potatoes aren't even grown in Idaho. They're grown in Oregon and Washington, and they're shipped down, but they're all processed in Idaho, so they consider them Idaho potatoes, but they have to sit in Idaho for 24 hours before they can do anything with them to become Idaho potatoes.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
love that drag truck.
Alright. So this is where we're storing our headers because reasons. Mainly because like the storage places that we have back on the farm are just a pain in the ass to actually put them there.
I love having this trailer hitch on the back of this semi. Oh, son of a gun.
I didn't see
Yeah.
it, so I don't know what happened.
I'm just gonna have to push that other one back. I caught it a little bit. That's all it is.
Where's the traffic? That turned off. Goodness. Oh, traffic turned on. Just the slow
Yeah,
day today, I
traffic
guess.
is
There was a traffic jam down by the truck door.
Is there
That's
a traffic
where the-
jam at the shop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where all the traffic's at.
Boom. Traffic off. That's where all the traffic is. Okay. Yeah, that's the one downside to this map, or one of the other downsides, I guess. So you can't use TMR on this map. Don't know why, but it's broken. There's
With the shop.
there's a problem with the traffic at the shop where occasionally they'll get into an accident there, and then once there's an accident there, it just builds up.
And you can't feed TMR.
That's what he said first.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he said it.
It can you can make TMR. That don't get us wrong there. You can make
Yeah.
TMR.
You can make a lot of money off it as well
Yeah.
by selling it.
No,
There's-
it's not. You make more money selling the original product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we tried that as well. We are like, well, maybe we can make money on the TMR, and it's like you get $1,000 for a full trailer.
Hey, you know, we have a trailer hitch on this semi. I could actually use it because it has such high horsepower to plow.
Man, I think it's a 3-point hitch on the plow though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would
I
work.
was just being a smart aleck anyways. I wouldn't want to use a semi to plow anyways.
No.
So I was playing yesterday on Flint Hill, which is an Iowa map. It's not a very big one, but it is a nice map. Shout out to the creator of that one. But the modded plow that I have is a standard hitch. So I hooked up the little pickup truck like we had there, the white one that you
Right.
were just driving. I hooked it up to the plow. It just didn't have enough horsepower to pull it. It pulled it a little bit, but not much. I'm like, of course. So then I went and got my John Deere and just used it.
Got my John Deere tractor.
Hey, don't make fun of me and my John Deeres.
Yeah, I like John Deere.
Hey, I
Alright.
changed my shirt.
Getting some
Did you notice
gas.
that?
Diesel rather.
So, do we have to plow before we lime, or can we lime before we plow?
Well, does it need plowing?
I don't know.
I don't think it.
I'll tell you here in a second when I grab the tractor off. Because we do have periodic plowing on, right?
You you plow. Oh,
Let's not say.
I don't think.
So I don't think we need to plow.
Okay. Because it would say plow. It will ask us to.
you're gonna plant oilseed
Oh.
radish, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna plow that into the ground. So you don't
Eventually,
need to
yeah.
plow and put nothing.
Okay. So, yeah. Need to go get the lime. Get started
Yep.
on that.
I'll help with that. Let me just drop these arms off.
Jeez. Okay.
Actually, before I drop these arms off, so I don't have to. God, I can't talk. So I don't have to do what I just did with the hay bale. Let me take this down here. Let's see if I can flip that over.
100% full of lime too. Yeah. I'm not steering well. I'm not driving well today at all, guys. Oh lordy. All right. Let's head down over to field 30 and we'll put the lime down on there. And hopefully that will make it so that we can put the slurry down on it as well. And then we'll put the oilseed radish down. And I don't even know if we need. Yeah, we should. We should. There's no reason not to. Hey. And away we go. I like doing a little bit of overlap on the inside corner here so that I can you know, ensure that I get the whole field kind of thing. Oh. But while we're getting this done, let's see here. What's everybody been playing lately? What games have you guys been enjoying? I have personally been using Final Fantasy 14 as my game off, so to speak. Like, you know, because I primarily stream Farm Sim now, so like I need a break from it. And so like I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 lately, and it's pretty darn fun. Been getting my been trying to get these, like, they have like these FanFest token things right now, and so like I've been looking forward to those. It's mostly been playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, flipping back into 14, and trying to find time for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Yeah, I need that to go. I don't know. It's like $60 for it. Like, that's not that bad. I'll probably end up grabbing it at one point, but I want to see the reviews of it first to make sure that people are like, yeah, you know, they did a good job on this or whatever. Yeah, exactly. 3 games for $60. That's pretty awesome. And I never did beat Mass Effect 2 or 3, so I do need to beat them. So people say that Mass Effect 2 is like one of the best, or is the best. You agree with that statement, Baltic?
About what? Sorry, didn't hear that.
Oh, I was
That was
saying.
Doc that said that, and yes, I do agree with that.
Oh, okay. You love the bejesus out of Mass Effect, so it was a no-brainer for you. Yeah, I know. Like, I want it, but like, I just don't know where I have the time to play it right. That's the problem. So like, I'm in the same boat as you, right? Like, you know, I don't know when I would be able to play it, kind of thing.
All right. I got the arms put away. I got the forklift spikes for the skid steer flipped. I'm grabbing the other limer and on my way.
Okay.
Sorry about the little delay right there.
No, it's not like you weren't doing anything. Oh, good.
Yeah, it's just if I don't do things when I remember them, it won't get done.
You and I both.
Oh, son of a gun. Somebody wasn't very nice to this one.
What?
6%
6% what?
lime.
Oh. Well. Oh, that's because we did field 4 with it. But
We don't.
and it was
we
like
don't
at the
park
end of
them
the
unless they're full.
right, but it was the end of everything, so it
I
was
know.
like
I'm just giving.
just timing.
It's all good. You know me. If I don't have something to complain about, I'm not happy.
I mean, that's the military way.
Hurry up and wait, and then complain about it the rest of the time.
Yeah. Get there now, do this. Okay, wait, we gotta wait for like another 4 hours before that's ready. Well, then why did you want me here?
All right, where's the smoke hole at?
Huh?
You can't smoke right this second. We're getting ready to deploy. I know. I'm about ready to be on a 12-hour flight. Where's the smoke hole?
Oh, jeez. I'm glad I never got into smoking myself.
I was smoking before I ever joined the military, so.
Yeah.
But you are right. You're better off not smoking.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and hit B, and let's go.
Where are you getting started at?
Right here behind you.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't see you on the mini map, so like I was wondering if you were doing like 15 or something first, or
Is 15 need to get done too?
15 and 14.
Well, I guess we'll hit that next, huh?
Yep. And then we'll put down slurry, and then we'll plant oilseed radish, or we'll plant oilseed radish and then slurry or whatever. I don't know.
Well, how about this? I will follow you on this field. We'll go to the next field together as well.
Yeah.
And then on the third field, I'll continue to do this. And you can start putting down the slurry. Then I'll get the cedar and start putting down the oilseed radish.
Yeah, I'm not even. I just think that it will be like, even though like the oilseed radish isn't going to use a lot of fertilizer, I just feel like it will be cheaper for us to use the digestate and slurry. I don't know. It will be, obviously. It will be, obviously. I'm just not. The part that I'm unsure of is.
If it actually needs it at all.
Right, because we're putting oilseed radish down.
I don't think it does need it. Because we didn't fertilize the other field that we put the oilseed radish on. We just lined and put the oilseed radish down, and it didn't use any of the fertilizer.
Oh, that was because of soybeans, though, too. Because of soybeans as well.
Okay. I mean, we can test it real quick, and just by putting it down on this field real quick and find out, because the oilseed radish are
It's a green fertilizer.
a green fertilizer, yes. So it may not need it at all.
No, exactly.
So once we get done with this, I'll go bring the oilseed radish thing over here and test it. but I'm just gonna leave my tractor here.
No, it's
Well,
gonna.
I'm-
It will use. The point I'm getting at is it's gonna use fertilizer to put down the oilseed radish.
Okay.
And so
Then-
I was gonna put the slurry down to not use the solid fertilizer for those purposes, so that we save a little bit of money.
Then just go ahead and put the slurry down after we get 2 of these
Yep.
fields done.
Yep.
And I'll do the
Yeah.
last one. We'll just save the one by the paddock till last. We'll do the big ones together.
Yep. It's gonna take a while
Oh.
to get the liming done, so. At least like with precision farming, you can just leave it on,
Yep.
you know. I do really like this precision farming mod. Like it's changed a lot of the way that you do the farming and stuff, and it's pretty darn good. So if you've not played with precision farming, check it out. It's pretty good.
There's also an anhydrous ammonia mod for precision farming.
Is that from Giants or is that
No. It's
Oh.
made by the same guy that made the Flint Hills map that I'm playing on and the Hoosier map that I'm playing on. It's just another portion of it. It adds, and like here in Indiana, we use anhydrous ammonia for our fertilizer. But the reason why a lot of people stopped using anhydrous ammonia is when crystal meth was really big at being cooked by everyone. That was one of the things that they were using to cook crystal meth with.
Well, there you go then.
And we are done, basically. You got that little spot right there.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and turn that off. Hold it back up, because I think you're going to get it all right.
It should. All that it's gonna let me do, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll just follow you. There was a save.
Yeah. So my plan is to head back over to the lime refill station,
Top
refill,
off.
and then go do 15 next. It's gonna take
Okay.
a lot more effort. But I figured refill the lime first because that field's just massive, and I'm at 65% right now after doing that field. So, but
Yeah,
I'll
no,
show
it-
you a trick too, refilling these that I figured out.
Okay. This tractor doesn't go as fast as that one with this one here.
But
But
you're still
again-
using the New Holland?
Of course I'm still using the New Holland. It needs some hours on it.
It does. This is the trick.
That's the same way that I did it last time. You just park your tractor next to it and it fills it.
Yep.
And then hit fill.
Well, I used to like try to back it in there and like, you know. Well,
Alright, done.
okay. Let's get some lime on these. Just trying to get over to the entrance. Get to the entrance field. Even though we're driving through the bushes right now, I still want to get over to the bushes or to the entrance for like RP purposes. Okay.
Layers. Okay. So this is not working for me. I have to switch tractors.
Yeah, grab the case or the 7 series, either one. But
You have the 6 right now?
I have the 6 right now. Yeah.
No, I'll grab the case. I'm gonna just leave this tractor by the wash bays to wash it.
Yeah. No, that's all good. Yeah, because the New Holland, I don't remember how many horsepower it has.
Doesn't have enough. It's close, but it's not there.
New Holland has 117 horsepower, so.
I don't know what these things need, but I mean,
Well,
it was
they're
working,
very
but
heavy. That's the problem. Like when they're full, when they're absolutely full, they're very, very heavy. And then we're in a pretty hilly part of the map right now too. So
That and it has the skinny wheels on there, which doesn't help at all for this job.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hopefully it'll be easy to see the slurry.
Well, we'll erase the lime.
That's what it should do.
It will. If it doesn't, I will play in first person mode if they get the.
Ooh.
That's how sure I am.
Okay.
And I play in third person all the time.
Yeah, there's a couple areas on this map I go into first person just because it's easier.
Like driving up underneath the trees.
Yeah, especially during the springtime and summertime.
See, I just duck the trailer or get the map down on like right on top of the trailer and just still keep it in third person.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time here to the Drakeish 2000 show, we are one follower away from hitting our goal today. If we get that additional follower, guess what? We're tossing out 1,000 Drake booty to everybody. So that's something to consider. We also have a subscriber goal of 1. So if we hit that goal, that's another 1,000 Drake booty out to everybody. And there you go. Nita wee wee.
Hello, Nita.
What's up, bud?
Hey, Nita.
How's it going? How's your Sunday? I find it funny that that is becoming a thing that the community does when they show up.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun! Genghis Khanage is the one that started it. So,
That's okay. I don't like jumping on those trends.
all good.
But I do like jumping on. Hey, Genghis, you ready?
I don't think the dueling is working for whatever reason. Okay. So, we need to also look at our crop rotations and figure out what we're going to plant. Summer. Doc says drink water.
Now you understand why I asked Genghis if he was ready. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh. Yeah, so Nita Wee Wee is trying to duel Doc. It wasn't working the other day, so I don't know if it's gonna work today. Oh, he said accept in all caps. Oh, Nita Wee Wee has gambled and won 20,000 Drake booty. Woo! A lot of booty. A lot of booty. Okay. It's gonna take a little bit, but at least we have 2 people working on it. I don't know why the dueling is not working right now. Maybe let me look at this here real quick. Hold on. I guess I can just. Okay, let me see over here under there. It off. Turn it back on. Preferences. This. If I turned it off and turned it back on again, maybe that will work. Then
Still broken?
I don't know. hit accept. Mission point accept. I just reset it. The module.
Oh, I thought I sent it too. Yeah, that's Nita Wee Wee that needs to hit accept.
Oh, Nita Wee Wee needs to hit accept. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the one that's just sent that duel.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't working yesterday, so hopefully
It wasn't working the day before.
Yeah, and it wasn't working the day before. Cancel that one and then duel me, and I'll accept. No, okay, never mind. We just see if it happens. Why not? I don't know. It's on Streamlabs' end that the duel's not working then. So I'll need to figure that out. There's gonna be a lot of this field. We haven't even done a full circuit of the field yet. Like, this field is our largest field by a long shot.
I think we should plant potatoes on it next.
Oh, good God, no. No!
All right.
No!
Sugar beets.
Also, no. What is on here? That's 29. This is 15. Soybean is next.
It was a joke anyways. I know that we have a crop rotation for it.
Sugar beet is actually in the rotation, though.
On this field?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Who did that one?
Me.
Mr.
But that was the way to get the canola and millet up to 1.2.
Yep.
So yeah, we will have sugar beet on here eventually. It's gonna be a lot of sugar beets. But we have one harvester for it. We'll probably end up needing two, but then we would have to have like 4 people harvesting.
No, what we need to do is get like 4 AI harvesting and everybody driving semis to unload them constantly.
Yeah.
We're not doing too bad though. This is gonna go pretty quick with me and you both doing this.
Oh, the lime? Yeah.
Yeah. And I figured out if you just drive down the path that is not covered in the spray of the crop, it hits it perfectly.
What is this? Baltic.
I came to help you guys. What you wanted to do?
Grab which tractor? You grabbed the case, right?
Yep. So he'll need to grab the 7 series.
Okay, let me give you contractor right.
Oh, okay.
You should have contractor. Yeah, and then just go grab the John Deere 7 series. And the you're gonna want to move the digestate container over to field 30, and then grab the slurry spreader and
That's not
spread
working.
slurry out onto field 30. And the reason why you want to grab the green containers so you can refill at the field. Because there's a, you'll see it. There's a container next to the, oh shoot, the 2 planters might be in the way, but pulling those out. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Let me see.
But we that might be something that we'll need to purchase as well as a second one of those large cultivators so that we can do all the cultivating.
We got the money now,
Do
and we've been talking about it for a while.
getting a second large cultivator.
Yep.
Yeah. Wondering if we should get like the really large one, but we don't really have a place for it. That's a problem.
And It's not just that we don't have a place for it, because we could make a place for it. It's getting it around everywhere on
Yeah.
these thin roads.
I think if we did get the next cultivator, we can park it over underneath the awning for the
Yeah.
headers.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we use it often. We only use it once a year, so.
So I found the container where I can find that lorry.
The lorries are over by the chicken coop,
Oh.
in that fence area. So you
Oh.
got that open
I s-
barn,
I
and
s-
it's
I see.
across its in the garage.
You should
I've
be able to
seen that.
pull it with the 7 Series, though. John Deere. Should be able to pull it, no problem. Because it's like 320 horsepower. Because it's
No.
it can attach to the back of the tractor, so.
Okay.
Like swerving over here. All right.
Oh, we're making progress, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll
And
get
it's
it
not
going.
using really that much line.
It's not. I'm down to 70%, and this is the start of my second pass, basically.
And I'm at 79, and I'm almost there. I'm still
So the
behind
other
the
thing,
houses.
it's not using that much because we've been doing this after each harvest, so
Yep.
it's needing less and less as we move along.
And as long as we keep the crop rotation, it will continue to be less and less.
Yep.
Because we're not sucking nutrients out of the ground. We're replenishing them as we change the crop rotation.
Yeah. Got some creative turns over here.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Don't pay attention to me. I was drunk.
Oh, okay. Drunk
I got a
farming.
six.
There you go.
I got a six back here in the cab with me. So
Oh, okay. That explains everything. Step into my office. You're fired.
you're not gonna fire me. I'm free labor.
I mean, truer words were never spoken.
Haven't you watched The Ranch on Netflix?
I've not actually. I watched like the first episode of it, and I couldn't get past a very obvious studio setting. Even like when they were outdoors and stuff. So that part annoyed me. It was immersion breaking.
Look, I am I show up to work mainly on time. Don't take too many breaks. I'd work after hours. Me occasionally having a six pack on the job's not gonna hurt.
No, no, hey, nah. None of that here, Genghis.
What'd he do?
I'm not even gonna say it out loud.
No, 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 no. Him. That's who wants to start it, not me.
Why would I want to start a union?
No, not you. I keep telling them I'm employing those cash laborers.
Mm.
One that work for cash, and I don't have to report to the IRS.
Okay, this song sucked. Let's move on to another song. I gave this song. Why are these ones always like super long songs too? The ones that nothing's going on in them. Oh, Nita Wee Wee has started a heist. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want in on that heist, type in exclamation point heist and the amount of Drake booty that you are willing to risk. You can risk anywhere from 10 to all. And all is a little bit of a misnomer. Anytime you do all, it is the maximum amount that that particular function can handle. That's very creative. How'd you manage that?
Manage what?
You just missed fine.
They're not missed.
You
It
just
won't
didn't need
spray.
it?
Go over there and try. I guarantee you're not going to
Yep.
cover
No.
anything.
No, they just didn't need it. Gotcha. I'm not used to that yet, even though we've done it for a while now.
Quite a few times now.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I went back and hit those because I thought I missed.
Right.
But as long as it's not leaving a gap, we're good.
Right.
I finally hit 70%, by the way.
Yeah, I'm down to 61% myself now. Y'all come in and be my shields. Yeah, those dwarves, man. They got cannons, guns, mithril nets. You gotta watch out for them. We need to figure out who we're gonna raid next too, like story wise, nice. But I still got plenty of time to figure that out before we get
I
there.
want to raid the
Ooh,
giants.
the entire thunder of drakes returns from the mines of Vielda with new drake booty to basket.
I want to raid the giants.
Raid the giant. Okay.
I hear
Need a
they got
wee
plenty
wee.
of golden gooses.
3,750 Drake booty. Doc J also. And Genghis, for whatever reason, only earns 3,000 every time. I think it's because he's a boss. I think that's why. Not sure.
You know what, Genghis?
You gotta step up your game, wee wee. Ooh, Doc J just gave away some booty to Genghis Khanage.
Did that actually work?
Good. I don't know if there's like a confirmation. Yeah, there's a confirmation message. There you go.
Why did you give it back to me, Genghis?
Come and see how it's done. Pretty. Okay. We're a little bit close here for this, but I'm trying to like smooth this part out. I'm at 53% now. I wonder if we can do this whole
Okay.
field with one fill. Doc J gambled, bowled a 54 and won 20,000 Drake booty is now up to 411,000 booty. Woo! A lot of booty. A lot of booty.
I like the booty.
You gotta caress the booty, love the booty, enjoy the booty.
It's a
Scrooge
honky tonk
McDuck.
booty.
Scrooge McDuck the booty.
Oh, does that mean I get to swim in the booty?
You gotta go swim in the booty.
That sounds so wrong. I love it.
I
But
just,
remember,
I just
only
get a
take
kick
your
out of
share.
it. Calling it
Because
Drake
One Eye
booty.
Willie,
Um,
One Eye Willie may come and try to take it back from us.
from Goonies.
Very good, sir.
Yeah.
And
Hey, you guys!
if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it the way I do it. Hey, you guys! They used to call me sloth in school.
Oh no. Dude, Angus has cat jammed the stream.
Genghis is always cat jamming the stream.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Emote only chat. Let's do it. Cat jams. Get them. Can you build a cat jam pyramid? Let's find out. Emote only chat.
I don't think
really
so. Have any
good.
ammo?
You have a t-shirt with Stunk doing the truffle shuffle. Oh,
Hey,
lordy.
he's actually on TikTok.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Eat a wee wee with a bunch of what the heck? I don't know. I don't even know what that emote is.
The question is, do you want to know?
You know, probably not.
I only have those three.
You should have more than those three. From us. Because you're a subscriber, so you should have all the tier 1 ones. You should have like LOL.
Oh yeah, high and low, yeah.
Yeah.
5. Yeah, 6. 5 of them, yeah.
You're a legend! Aw, thanks. Appreciate it. Graham, oh, need a wee wee. Look at all those emotes. Get them or grab them. Yeah. Oh, lordy. We like to have fun here on the Drake 2000 show. What? Farmers and sheep. Oh, no. Oh. All right. You found all that stuff though, right? Like the equipment that you needed to do the slurry?
Yeah, I got it, everything, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Cool deal. Is that a squirrel with a t-shirt on? American flags.
America.
America. Watch out, if you got some oil, we're coming for you. I don't know that they've noticed that emote only chat is turned off.
Who cares?
No, it's fun. There was a he used to like be pretty heavily moderated like before, like where if people posted like a crap ton of the emotes or something like that, it would like auto time them out. And I think it's a lot of fun to have like a ton of emotes now. Especially like since they bounce around all over the screen and stuff. Like fun. It's pretty fun.
Until somebody finds the eggplant one.
Oh, I don't even mind that. That's just funny. What is that one? Oh, cheese. Oh, excuse me. That one looks kind of like cheesecake. Sorry for yawning.
Cheesecake. That sounds good.
It does. Cheesecake does sound good.
All right, sir. Well, I'm about to cut this off and let you do half of it, and I finish up the top half.
All right. Well, I'm up here at the top right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Thought you were. I hadn't seen you pass me, so.
I'm in the northwest corner of the map, right? Or of the field right
All
now.
right, then I'll go down and do the bottom then. Because there's only a thin section there in the thing, so if you just want to cut through and go back, then go for it. And if he's already putting that down, you can go to 14 when you get done.
Yeah.
Look at me telling him what to do when I'm the actual employee and he's the boss.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say that too. The words hot and tub have been put into Twitch automod list. Good. Get rid of it. That needs to go away. It's just disgusting, really. There's other platforms for it, and they need to go to those platforms. Because like when I was looking for like other farm sim streamers to do a raid on and stuff like that, like I type in, Farming Simulator 19 and I start looking around for other streamers, and then it's all like, oh, people who watch Farm Sim also watch Amaranth. You should watch her. She's like you know, in a bikini in a hot tub, and it's like, just stop.
Wanted to see that there is free channels for that I can go watch, and I can skip to the good parts. Oh,
Yeah, you know, it's just.
I really do
Anyway.
hate these power lines, though.
What?
I really do hate these power lines, though.
Oh. Yeah, they just keep things interesting. They keep you on your toes. Wondering if I'm even gonna be able to finish this. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. I'm at 35% still at the moment. I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish field in just one tank. Very, very nice. There's less and less of the field available now.
It uses a lot that stinky stuff.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it really does. Digestate. Aren't we supposed to be cut off from each other here?
Not
Oh,
yet. There's that little thin strip.
Okay, I just got rid of it.
Okay.
Heading back up here. You've got a big ass storm rolling in, threatening to disrupt your internet. Panic button! Oh no! Well, I hope everything stays safe for the storm. You got a storm
Watch
in
out
your
for the
area,
alligators.
Baltic? Baltic, are you gonna get affected by the storm?
No.
Ah. It's in a different
Okay.
area then.
Genghis is from UK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, as far as I can't see. I didn't look the weather, so I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who
But
cares?
by looking through the windows, it's not bad weather outside.
I think he's in the north of UK.
I'm in the middle,
Okay.
middle-ish.
I wanna visit the UK again, but like obviously after the pandemic is completely done. But I wanna visit like the museums and stuff there again.
Yeah.
So, I heard that Egypt was trying to get back one of the artifacts that the English had. Did that ever go through?
I have no idea.
I think it did because but not for like everything. They did return a lot of the artifacts though. Africa. From what I understand, I'm pretty sure they did.
Okay.
But they were really concerned about the artifacts getting destroyed and stuff. About returning them, so that's like why there was a big stink about returning them. But they sent them back, but they'll have them here on loan. Yeah, so there are some that remained. I know that they sent some of them back though. I know that they sent some of the artifacts back. But it makes sense, right? Because you know Africa wants, or the different countries in Africa want their heritage back. You know, makes sense. Somebody came and pillaged your trinkets and stuff, you'd want them back too.
Okay, this side's done, even though it doesn't look like it.
Mhm.
Heading to 14.
Well, no, come finish this part of the field. so
Well, I
we're pretty
figured I'd
close.
do 14 while you're doing that. I still got almost a half a tank left.
Right, but okay. I'm just getting at, I might not have enough to finish
Well, if you don't, I'll head over there. Just let me know when you're done.
Sure. Right. All of King Tut stuff was sent back. He was lucky enough to go see it before it left. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it's crazy that they're still discovering like new tombs and stuff from Egypt.
It's so much stuff hidden underground.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even believe.
Hidden passages, hidden tombs to prevent grave robbing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, like if you think about it, like
What
finding
are we
it
doing?
and then putting it on display is grave
We're grave
robbing.
robbing.
But I think after 1,000 years, it's okay. After 1,000 years, grave robbing for the purpose of displaying and learning about their culture and stuff, I think that's okay. What's up, Odin? How you doing, bud? How have you been lately? What games have you been playing lately? Probably like Tarkov, Valorant, and Siege.
Valheim.
Those are my guesses. Those are my guesses. I haven't played Valheim in a while. Wonder if that's even still doing well on Twitch.
I don't know, but I heard a lot of people bought that game, so yeah, it's like 5 million or something.
Oh yeah, no, those guys, like, you know, when big streamers start finding a game, like those small indie games can just skyrocket and take off if they're a
Yeah.
good product. Tarkov, Valorant, and MLB. Oh yeah, how's your MLB going? Completely forgot about that because it's not even in my realm of registry. Valheim is just over 32,000 viewers at the minute. Yeah, so then still doing very well. You've been enjoying everything. Nice. Good, dude. Good to see you again. Really need to blow my nose after this I finish this field. The you know, I've been enjoying some farm sim. We've been chilling out, relaxing, and you know, we got a dedicated server for it now. Pretty nice. People can play whenever they want now. Cool. And I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 lately too. That's been a big game for me recently. As you know, like a non-stream game. I did stream it on last Monday, I believe. But you know how Twitch followers are, like, be pretty fickle. I ended up losing 2 followers for streaming that game. I was like, all right, fine. I was probably gonna lose those followers anyway, but whatever. I just found it funny. I just found it funny. Because it's like, oh no, he's not playing the only game that I watched for one day that's not even a normal stream day. Let me hit the unfollow button now. Bye, Drake. I just...
See ya, have a great time.
Right. See ya, have a beautiful time. But whatever. As I build more and more of our, you know, the core community here, we'll start exploring some more games on stream. Sometimes you lose followers randomly because Twitch unfollows them. Happens to your friends. Oh. Well, then there's that too. Then maybe it wasn't even a thing. Maybe it was just Twitch being Twitch. And they just chose to unfollow me. Or chose to make them unfollow me or something. I don't know. And you're almost done. Have you played any more Farm Sim lately? And I finally got all of my VA stuff all mostly figured out now. Also, I have to go to the DMV on Monday, so that's gonna be fun. And by fun, I mean torture.
Sounds like you're going to be having a wonderful day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
trade you. I'll go to the DMV if you go to the dieters for me.
Go to a doc. Well, if I had a problem, I'd go to the doctor. You haven't
got it.
changed anything in your OBS for It's now coming up in the error saying something fix streaming and record settings. No idea, man. Are you using Streamlabs or are you using OBS?
He's using OBS. I had that same problem. That's the reason why I switched over to Streamlabs.
Streamlabs is better anyway.
Well, at the time when I first started doing this, it was not.
Yeah, I used to use XSplit, which was a premium streaming software, but it doesn't do everything that Streamlabs does, and Streamlabs just does it better. So
I'll have enough to finish this so you can actually start on the sewing, I guess, once he gets finished with that first one. That was you that purchased Lime, right?
I did, yeah.
But you're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 15 should be done, which means 30 is done, which means 14 is getting done. Okay.
I'm about 60% done on 14.
Perfect. I'll come back here and I'll wash up for supper. I'll wash up for supper.
Yeah, it is 6 o'clock, isn't it? Almost
Okay.
6:30.
So get this all up. I didn't even realize that. I was just saying that as a farming joke. I don't call it supper in real life. I call it dinner. Getting the tractor clean.
Well, you made the perfect farming joke at the perfect time then, huh?
I did. You know, they say that I live my life by the seeds of my pants.
I've done more than half fields, and tanks is almost empty.
That's the reason why I told you to bring it over.
Oh,
I
like
did
one.
bring it over. Both. I mean, that green tank as well. Oh, empty.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So we're going to have to take it to the biogas to refill.
We can refill first here. You can refill right at the cows with
Yeah.
the slurry once you run out of digestate. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go on a very quick break. I won't be gone long. While I'm on break though, we're gonna put up a little chat game for you guys. And I'm just gonna get up. I'm gonna stretch a little bit, use the bathroom, stuff like that. We won't be gone for very long. If I can line this up, that's the question. Well, stick around because we still got 2 hours left on the stream here. We got plenty of time, but in the meanwhile, we're gonna put up a chat game. You guys are gonna be able to play a little game. While I'm gone, let's do this. Okay. And I'll stop right. Okay. So. This one? It should be that one. Yeah, it's that one. Okay. And then I do that. And then we do this. Right. Where are you at? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to go on a quick break here. I need to stretch, use the restroom, stuff like
Blow your
that.
nose.
What?
Blow your nose.
Blow my nose. I do need to blow my nose, yes. Yes, I do. What the heck? This guy. The unicorn guy. Okay. Skip that. I'm using this dude. Okay. So, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, there's this one. Oh, but I would have to. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this one. Okay. Do it. All right, guys, type in exclamation point Kukuro to spawn. I really wish they didn't change that. But you type in exclamation point Kukuro and get yourself spawned in. Get ready for this. And then we'll get going. And we got Baltic in there. So this is gonna be basically you're gonna have to count how many dudes move across the screen. It's gonna tell you like it's gonna give you like a prompt and tell you like, you know, count this many or something like that. I might not even be able to do this one. Let's do this one while because I have to be there for some of these. Okay, but this one we can do no problem. Okay, so Koro. Damn. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Baltic, how are you doing?
I can't find the place, where to go.
I'm on my way right now. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and get this refilled, and then I'll be right there. That's the reason why you're in the wrong area. Give me a sec. It will only take a second to fill this up. I'll drop it right here. So, nope, you're still in the wrong spot. Follow me.
Hold on.
Actually, I'll just do this. You do the game. I got you.
Okay, yeah, I see now.
There you go, bud. That's our slurry pit right there.
Thank you. Oh, need a VV. I gotcha. Oh, I'm rocking this one. Ooh.
Oh, Genghis Khanage with 4 kills right now. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, dodging back and forth right there. Baltic 86 versus Genghis Khanage with 5 kills. Oh, what? You just one-shotted him.
Oh my god!
All right, well, Baltic is the winner. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's amazing. Wow. You just I didn't expect to come back to see a one shot. That's pretty impressive.
There's not a whole lot in there, is there?
Yeah, it's nearly 20,000. It might be enough. But maybe not.
We're up to 20,000 Drake booty now. Do that,
Ooh.
bam. 20,000. Done. Okay. And to do that, okay, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Is 30 is done?
No,
No, it's still left some.
Okay.
Keep playing your game. What do you expect?
Explanation point rigged. Let's get some diesel first. And this bad boy
beautiful.
away.
Let's go, Slug. So I have my own name for our tractors that have tracks. We have Beautiful, which is the Caterpillar, which is the John Deere, and the Finn is the Slug.
The slug. Hey, what's going on, Snack? How you doing today, bud? How's your Sunday doing? How's your weekend doing in general, for that matter? Okay.
Oh, that's what I didn't do.
Huh.
Be back in a minute. I'm going to take the truck over to the sheep. I forgot to give them water.
Oh, well, that would help. You might want something to drink.
Oh, they still got a little bit, but, you know, better do it now than later, right?
I'm playing Genshin Impact and Rimworld. You assume general, of course you mean... Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 and obviously Farm Sim 19. Right, meow. We just ran over that sign, but that's okay. It's okay. All right, well that's good. At least it's pretty visible. And you went around the field, or Baltic? You went around the field?
No, back and forwards now.
Back and forth. Okay.
There's not much left, just the middle part. So
Oh, okay. All right.
You started off around the field, though, right?
yeah, I did. Yeah.
The lower, and away we go. This shouldn't even use that much fertilizer. Is it even putting fertilizer or seed down? It's putting seed down, and it is putting a very small amount of fertilizer.
I might need to move that tanker away.
Oh.
I placed
What-
here on the field.
What type of hitch is it?
It's just normal hitch for. I don't think so. You can hitch on this one.
Yeah, I can. It's a
Um,
standard hitch.
Yeah. Gotta be on the opposite side of it.
Yeah, I saw that once I passed it.
Oh yeah, no. There's a new expansion coming out for 14, and I've been trying to complete what's currently available and stuff, and getting my
Hey, you want to take the last of this, and I'll run up and get more.
getting all that stuff. He can't, if he's filled with slurry, he won't be able to put digestate in there.
No, I'm having him grab the last of the slurry out of the tank so I,
I
can
think
go
that-
get digestate.
That's
Will be
digestate.
enough to finish.
No, he's in slurry right now.
The green tank has slurry.
Yeah.
We just put slurry in it.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I know what I'm doing, Drake.
I'm just checking. Can't mix the two.
I know you can't. There's not a mod for that yet.
I don't think you would want to mix the two, though. Digestate already smells bad enough as it is.
I'm pretty sure that slurry smells pretty bad as well.
Yeah, if anybody ever wants a friend invite code to Final Fantasy 14, just let me know. 'Cause I can only give out one of them at a time. It's kind of dumb in that regard. Can't give them out to my community. But 14 is a phenomenal MMO. But like what Doc was saying, there's some people that just get a little addicted to MMOs. And I can relate to that,
I mean, look how much time I put into this.
right? But if you know that about yourself and you choose to avoid it, then more power to you.
All right. So, we won't mention what I just did.
Uh-oh.
You don't know nothing.
You flipped it, didn't you? You
Mm,
made a new
no,
emote for Courtney, and you love it so much. Nice. Nice.
No, I did not flip it. I just put it on the side.
Time for video chat. See you later. All right. Need a wee wee. Thanks for dropping by. Always lovely to have you here, sir.
I'll be
See
right
you
back.
soon.
Okay.
I like the fact that Courtney Munn has like the Twitch integration for her RimWorld playthroughs. I'm not that great at playing RimWorld myself, so like, you know, that's a little rough. Plus, I don't know. I want my colony to survive longer. Twitch integrations tend to want to kill your colony. We have a good time here though. Farm Sim's been doing really well for me lately, so and we're getting ready for Farming Simulator 22 that's coming out this year. So build up a nice farming community and, you know, some chill people to play the game with once it comes out. Enjoy that. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the Fent. I kind of wanted a second 9 series, but the Fent does its job. It's just a little fickle on its turning.
Turns weird.
Well, it's because it has the reverse track steering. Like, you can turn in place. You don't have to be moving anywhere to turn.
Yes, but that messes up whatever you're hauling too.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
So you know what I'm gonna do for you?
Uh,
I'm gonna bring you down the beautiful 9 series.
oh, you can use it. I grabbed this one because you've not used the
Well-
9 lately.
Yeah. I haven't done anything lately.
Yeah.
I've been-
It's raining outside here in real life.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get too bad for you.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I got
Just
the
so you
truck
guys
flipped.
know, it's raining right now, so if I do lose internet connection, you know, that might just be the end of the stream. It depends on how long the internet connection is down for. But hopefully I don't lose internet. We can keep going for our regular scheduled program here on the Drakeage 2000 show. But if it does drop, you'll know it's because there's a storm here, so. That's kind of funny that there's a storm here. There's a storm over in the UK right now too.
I don't like the pickup truck at all. Maybe it's the trailer being empty. No weight flipping around.
Oh. No, I clicked the wrong button. Dang it. Okay, we're still good though, right? Didn't miss a spot? Didn't miss a spot. Perfect. What kind of rain do you have? EMP rain? Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. No, it's just because for whatever reason, you know, maybe water gets into the internet relay or whatever, and
Internet relay.
power
Chat-
goes out or whatever. Well, you
I
know,
think-
like those hubs, right? Because they have the hubs scattered out throughout the city, and
I know what you're talking about,
I don't know what they're actually called.
but do you remember IRC?
I still chat on there.
Is it still around?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I still use it.
I
Hmm.
mean, I remember them when that was like right after the first web pages,
Oh yeah.
where you'd actually go to the forums and you'd have to disconnect and reconnect just to get the updated version.
Hmm.
IRC came out and we started doing a lot of file transfers over IRC.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to uninstall and reinstall Chrome. Not looking forward to that. Because I can't update my Chrome for some reason. It's not letting me. So
That I do not know. Never had that problem before.
neither have I. But I think what happened was I transferred my settings from my old computer to this computer. So I didn't exactly install Chrome here on this new computer.
Okay.
I think that's the problem. But I don't know. I don't know. But right now, guys, what we're doing is we're putting down oilseed radish on this field, and then in the fall, in the late fall, we'll probably end up coming out here again and cultivating it all down into the ground. And then in the spring of next year, we will be planting, getting back to planting. Yeah, we'll work on that, but I need to get that installed for the security purposes. This is the way. Yes, kitty, I get it. Training. Yes, sir.
I need to step away like for 10 minutes.
No problem.
I'll be right back. It won't take long.
No problem. Okay. And the other thing is like doing, we're gonna have to put this down over on field 15 and 14 as well. And then we should be ready for harvest on the carrots and the cornfield by next stream. Will be on Wednesday. We'll see where we're at, because you never know. We ended up harvesting here like a lot earlier than anticipated.
And the carrots are in their final growth stage too.
Yeah, the carrots are going to be ready pretty soon. I bet we'll get a pretty darn good yield off of it. And that's a decent sized field on top of that too, so.
My sheepies will be happy.
What, with the carrot?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And the piggies. I think that's what I was feeding them for the root crop.
Yeah,
I'll have to take a look. But I think it was carrots.
probably.
Yeah, when this trailer is empty, she bounces all over the place.
The digestate trailer?
Yeah.
Well, how fast are you going though?
I was only going 50. I didn't flip it this time, but she almost did.
Oh, Lord.
I was using the cruise control all the time, which you have it set to 51 on this truck.
Yeah. Because I think that one can go up to like 90 plus miles an hour, and there's no real place for that kind of speed. You don't really need to do that.
But it's fun, sir.
Oh, I don't deny that. I'm wondering if we'll end up being like over fertilized, or if that's even a thing, because of the different, different crops need different amounts of fertilizer. So, see, and now it's working just fine, and I think it's probably the white logo of this shirt. I don't know. I'm still figuring out the whole thing. I got the filters and stuff. I don't want to wear the same shirt every day, right? Because that would be dirty and all that fun stuff. And so, like,
It'd be boring, too.
yeah, and it would be boring. But I think next week I'll try out the blue screen so I can wear some of my green shirt on stream.
Okay, so I have this filled with digestate now. On my way back.
How much digestate was there? Do you know? Rough amount?
There, I want to say there was 100 and something before I started filling, but I got 55,000 now.
Yeah.
We
There's
need to
only
get some-
100 left, and we're gonna need to figure some silage out. We're gonna be running out that very, very soon. Dude, is this like a remix of the Zelda music? And Nintendo. It's like got some Nintendo, and it's just a bunch of Nintendo songs. Hopefully each one is not long enough to warrant a DMCA. What's up? Does precision farming work well with seasons? Yes, sir, it does. Also, Coconut, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Precision farming is phenomenal. I love the mod. It is so good. And it does work pretty darn well with seasons. Because we have both of them going right now, as you can see, like on the mini map, and then you can see up there. I guess it's up here. I keep having to remember that the camera's reversed. But yeah, precision farming is a really good one.
How much is Field 27?
Oh, it's not much. Like $121,000.
They got grass growing on it right now, sir.
Oh. Is it ready for harvest? Do you know? Can you tell?
Um,
You can buy it.
ready for harvest.
Yeah, it's bought. You own it now.
Okay.
I mean, we could do field flipping on it.
Well, buy it and harvest it, resell it.
Yep. But I mean, keeping it's not a bad thing either. Just keep it as grass and say screw the rest of the.
Precision farming on it.
Well, we'll have to do the precision farming. We'll have to go down there and take soil samples and stuff. But what I mean is like through the crop rotation and just leave grass on there.
Well, we can do we can still rotate it with grass and clover and alfalfa.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be the best rotation in the world, but
I think
it's a
we should
rotation
plant
at least.
alfalfa down there. Coconut. So this is air salt, and if you type in exclamation point map, it will give you a link to the map. There's a couple problems with the map, such as the fact that you can't feed TMR to the animals or to the cows, and a couple other little annoyances on the map. But it is a good, it is a good map as a whole.
The manure mod is not working on it either.
Yeah, it says that it does, but it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't work with digestates.
But
It works just fine with the manure and slurry though.
I am going to drop this digestate container right here by the hay barns, the hay, grass, and silage.
Yeah.
I don't know if Baltic's back or not.
Not yet.
I'm gonna park this, and I gotta run all the way down and get the D9 because that's what I ended up flipping the truck with. Because it can basically crawl over everything and flip.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, the digestate's sitting over by the hay barns, Baltic. It's full now, though.
Hay barns, where they are.
You know where the cow truck?
yeah. Yeah,
It's over there by it. It's full though. I
Okay.
figured if you're going to 15 next, it was a good location for it.
Okay.
I need to run all the way down to the corner of 15 and 27. And when I mean run, I mean run.
Boom.
That would be a neat mod to have.
What?
A trailer hitch mod, basically to where you could actually connect to the back of like the D9 or the front of one of the other tractors that has a 3-point hitch where you could actually hook two tractors together.
Oh, and haul them that way. Yeah.
Or if you got two low-powered tractors, you can get two people in there to pull the one thing because you actually are doubling your horsepower that way.
Also, Coconut, where are you coming from today, man? Where are you joining the stream from? The country. Always curious to find out where people are from. Ooh, rolled a 57 and won 20,000 Drake booty. Woo!
Congratulations.
Bunch of booty.
We got issue. You filled up digestate.
That's
I
all we
have.
have. You're gonna have to finish that off first before you
Okay.
can do the digestate. Is what it is.
Yeah.
And can I make one more suggestion on purchases?
What is it, a field or? We only have $483,000 left.
No, it's not a field.
What is it?
A harvester wagon.
Harvester wagon.
Yep.
No, we already have a forage wagon.
We do?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's in the garage.
Okay.
John Deere barn, I think is what you were calling it.
Okay. Then I'll just grab that and I will go down there and cut grass. And then take
So-
it over to the biogas and get it set up.
Field I have to spray.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's one of the.
You could. Yeah, you can spray 15. I would go spray 14 because we probably don't have enough digestate to do 15.
Don't have enough digestate. Or can't you mix the fertilizers though, sir?
You can,
Oh,
yeah,
um,
yeah,
no.
but
Oh, I mean in the tank. I can't. Yeah, on the
No,
field
not
you
in the
can.
tank. I was talking about on the fields.
Something
yeah,
like
you
that.
can on the
Digestate.
fields, yeah, but there's not enough left over to do field 15. It's not going to
Okay.
be enough digestate to do that.
Son of a gun, I passed it. I know what I'm doing. I just act like I don't.
Yeah. And go. We are getting this all nice and planted. Putting in the oilseed radish. After the stream, I'm gonna need to take a shower. Not take a shower this morning. Got done. Later. Away we go. I also needed to set an alarm. I need to take the trash out at an exact time today. Kind of annoying. It is what it is. So, today we got quite a bit done. We got harvest done. We got all kinds of fun stuff done today. But we still got an hour and a half left on the stream at the moment. Plenty of time for you guys to chill out and enjoy here on the Drake H2000 show. We got it going. This piece of equipment is getting nice and filthy right now. I don't even know like what on the rotation, because we got 15 becomes soybeans, 29 becomes barley, I think, because it should be soybean down on 29 right now.
We go fallow on the next one on 14 or 15, whichever one, the small one.
14.
Yeah, because it's just grass and barley on that one, so it's rotated that way.
Okay. Well, then I guess we'll just cultivate that and just leave the oilseed radish off of 14, but we could put oilseed radish on it 'cause it doesn't affect that. Well, no, because it wouldn't be follow. Hold on.
Oilseed radish isn't in the list.
Or previous. It doesn't even count.
Nope.
So, if we did not plant, we're not planting at all on 14 this next. Okay. Alrighty then.
And what we can do is, since this one had grass on it, we can do barley on it next time and do fallow and just keep that as the same rotation.
What, on
And
27?
we can, yeah,
No, I don't plan on doing a rotation on 27.
okay.
I think we just leave it as grass, or turn it. No, we'll turn it into an alfalfa field. We'll just leave it as alfalfa until we decide otherwise. My mindset behind that, and the reason why I want to do that, is because when we wrap alfalfa bales, it just instantly becomes silage. So we
Yep,
can just
I know.
instantly turn them in, which is very, very nice.
I knew what your plan was.
You know, so that we could get more digest dates. Missing those little spots, kind of annoying. But I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Drakeish 2000 show. There's many a farm streamers out there, and I appreciate you guys hanging out here. So the question is, where do you think that a primary map for Farm Sim 22 is going to be located? Do you think it's going to be in the States? Do you think it's going to be
It'll be European again.
European? Well, because the primary map in like 15 or 17 was the United States. By primary map, I mean the largest map that they have on offer by default.
I think with Giant taking it over completely, it's going to be a European map.
Who knows? But that's also kind of interesting to see what the future will hold. It's going to be an Australian map. That would actually be kind of cool. Before that. Oof.
No, so I'm going to take this grass over to our drying bin because it's fresh. I forgot that it does that. And see if it actually dries it. And I'm going to do that after I get partially full, just so I can see what the heck's going on with it.
A 64 times map, just to be realistic? Oh, goodness. Ooh. That'd be brutal, man. That'd be brutal. Like,
We got that big building that we're doing nothing with, and I wanted to see what it actually does.
oh, so you're gonna dump it in there. Okay.
Yep. Well, it's fresh right now. We have to have it partially, and if anything, I can pick it right back up and bring it over here to the field and then tether it. Hey, look, there's a log.
Yeah. Our log now.
Yep, we bought it.
So that is pass number 1 done. Just about. So I might even take a nap today.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen though for me.
Yeah. It's not likely to happen for me either. I don't want to mess up my sleep schedule too much. I just need to
You
go to
don't wanna
sleep
mess up
earlier
your-
tonight.
You just don't want to mess up your Final Fantasy 14 schedule.
I mean, there's that too. Let's be honest. There's a lot of stuff that I need to get accomplished. Um. Alright. We'll just keep it going here. Keep working on the field. So much
See what this
left.
does.
So much left to do. FS22 and Endwalker are going to be released on the same day. No, you're not wrong though. I'm not even all the way caught up on my MSQ though, so like I need to finish that up so that I'll be ready for the latest expansion. It's gonna be busy, dude. It's gonna be very busy. But I'm kind of excited for it, right? Because Endwalker is gonna be the conclusion of the Heidelin story. So like I'm kind of looking forward to that because I'm ready for something new. So it'll be exciting to see that all wrap up. And then I'm curious, like, okay, well, where are we going from there then? You know, because that's been the story since the game came out. So it's kind of like, well, where are we going from here? But I love the fact that, you know, Final Fantasy 14 looked at their failure of their initial launch, right? And then they were like, okay, well, we'll write that failure into the story. And that's a part of our story now. I think that's, you know, a brilliant way to do it. And, like, you know, kudos on them for doing that in general. But when that game first released, man, it was bad. Like, you could only run, like, 3 quests per day or something like that. And then it would be like, well, you're done now. You can't run any more quests. And so, like, if you wanted to continue to make progress, then you would have to do, like, grinding just straight out, you know, monsters or whatever. Like, it was just 1.0 of that game was not good. Not designed well. But the fact that they said, okay, and took it down and then rebuilt it is just a testament to them wanting to make a good game, which is kind of rare these days. There's a lot of people that just want to make a game to make money. And that's, you know, sure, that's understandable, but those games don't last, you know. Because, what, 14 originally came out in, like, 2012 or something like that? Forget when 1.0 was released. I want to say 2012.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to dump this on the field and use the tether on it.
What, you're not taking it to that?
I'm in here, but there's no power options or anything. So I don't know if I just need to leave it in here for like a day or so. But I'm not putting that much grass in here to where it may turn into hay. So, you know, I'm trying to make sure that we don't lose too much silage.
Yeah. Gotcha. Might even consider doing a shorter stream today because I'm getting kind of tired. But we'll see. Cause like I'm running out of things to like talk about. What's up, Z? How you doing, bud? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Doing good? That's wonderful. Putting oilseed radish down right now. March 2011 was when it first came out. And then it got fixed in 2013. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And the whole remake of the game has been like really good. Like I really like the dungeons in that game, and the alliance raids and the regular raids in that game are like a lot of fun as well. But like I don't know, they've done a very good job is what I'm getting at with 14. And like, you know, there's some more exciting stuff to come. They have the 2 new classes that are coming out. The 2 new jobs are going to be Sage and Reaper. And the Reaper uses a scythe and is a melee DPS class, whereas like the Sage is like a DPS healer, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. It'll be wild. It'll be fun to see what comes of that. But I'm gonna probably play as a Sage when that comes out. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks interesting, and I think I'll have a good time with it. So
I got the machine out of the warehouse. There is some grass in here.
your
Not a
bunny
whole
thought
lot,
is a
no.
dancer? What? Wait, I'm sorry.
No worries.
What were you saying, Doc?
I got some grass in there. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough to see what that building actually does,
If anything,
if anything.
it might just be a place to. It might just be a place to store it. Dancer's a lot of fun though. I like that job. That job's pretty fun. What's up, Z?
Not much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Are you still like, are you guys doing remote school or are you in class now?
Yeah, I'm doing in class. I have the option, but I'd rather hang out with my friends, you know.
No, I hear you. For me, like I'm returning to college this fall, and it's all in-person classes this fall. So, and I'm fully vaccinated though too. So like, I'm ready to go.
Because the thing is, like, there's only like half or less than that of my school that's even virtual
Yeah.
or not going. So I get to hang out with like most of my classmates in
That's
all
good.
my periods. That's why I have friends everywhere. But when you're virtual, you can't really talk to them besides if you're on a phone with them or something like that.
Right.
But you're able to talk to them in real life if they're in school with you. So it works out.
I mean, just think like, you know, several years from now, you'll be like, "Ah, dude, I survived this horrible pandemic."
Yeah, in like 30 years, my kid's gonna be like, what's coronavirus?
Right? Yeah. No. Exactly.
It's on my homework.
Yeah, what
Oh, no.
happened? Well, I mean, like, you know, because it's basically the same thing that happened with the Spanish flu in 1918. So,
Yeah. It keeps happening every century.
yep. Genghis kind of, yeah. So, like, I have a lot of fun with the dancer class too. I think it's pretty mobile. It's ranged, and it's fun because like you're buffing your friends' damage around you, and I don't know. I like it. It does
Is
decent
there-
damage too.
Is there a decent bard in the 14?
Yeah, it's straight up bard,
Okay.
and it
It's-
can play. It like does its combo, and then it's able to play a song, and then depending on what song it plays, is what buff it gives the party. And like the one that's like the most useful, especially like in raid situations, is probably going to be the one that gives mana back to the healer.
So that's one of the things that with 11, I loved my Red Mage Bard was like the way to go for doing like
Because you
killing
did the
parties.
combo classes, right? Where
You
you could take
could-
abilities from different classes.
Well, you combine classes together. So if you're a 75 Red Mage and you put Bard as your subclass, you're a 75 Bard, 37, or 75 Red Mage, 37 Bard, because half of what your main class was.
Yeah.
And so you could put, and if you're far enough away, if your mages are far enough away from your DPS, you could put a song on the DPS. You could put a mage's ballad on the mages, and then you also had refresh from the red mage, which also gives ticking back to mana. So it was like awesome.
Yeah, with they used to have in 14. They used to have it so that you could take certain abilities from different jobs into that, but then they got rid of that because it was a little too complicated. And so now it's just your job, and then there's just your job, and then there's a roles tab, like it tank, DPS, or healer, and then there's abilities in those roles. that you
It'd
can
be
use.
learning a whole new game again then for me.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not too far away from 11 that you wouldn't understand what was going on though.
Most of the Final Fantasies kept their games pretty much the same, especially for characters. So if you were a good red mage, you can always be a good red mage.
Yeah,
But
Red Mage is pretty fun. It takes a while to unlock Red Mage in 14. It's not a starter class. You have to be level 50 before you can unlock it, I believe. But the Red Mage job is pretty fun. Like I was saying, right? You basically, the way Red Mage works now is it's a balancing act between white and black magic, and
Yeah.
you build up a bar of both. So anytime you cast a black magic spell, it raises your black magic bar, and every time you cast a white magic spell, it raises your white magic bar, and you get both of those bars up to 80, and then you're able to leap into the combat and start doing melee DPS with your rapier, and each one of your rapier abilities eats away from your charge thing. So it's pretty cool. And then you rebuild it again after you've expended it. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
that sounds quite confusing to me.
It's not that confusing.
I mean, it's not that confusing, but compared to what I'm used to for red mage, it's
Yeah.
that confusing.
Yeah. Well, and then the other nice thing about Red Mage too is you have a heal as well, and you also have a resurrection spell.
Yeah, but that doesn't come till late, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Re-
I
res-
still need to do, because like you unlock your abilities through doing class specific quests, and so I still need to do some for my scholar and my summoner and my Red Mage as well. Like,
See, and that was one of the scholar and geomancer in 11. They brought those out, and it really aggravated me because it's basically the scholar was nothing but a overpowered white mage, and the geomancer was an overpowered black mage.
oh, Z just contributed some more points to the first person only stream challenge. Oh boy. You want to see that?
Yep.
That'll be a pain in my butt, but it should be entertaining.
We'll wait and draw your field. Do a first person.
Yes. It's gonna take a while to get anything done. I won't be able to see like, cause like right now, like my primary focus, where my eyes are right now, is on the left two tires of this Cedar, and that's how I've been guiding this thing.
But if you don't have that,
I know.
then
What's that even gonna look like here? Oh my gosh.
there are mirrors in the tractor to see that.
There
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
but they suck. Mirrors aren't very useful. If that MFD up there in the top right would work, I could do it.
Be cool.
I could use that for like precision farming purposes. Oh my gosh, no, dude. Oh man, see,
The stream hasn't even started and you're already struggling.
right?
What are you
Oh
doing?
man, that's gonna make things rough.
17,000.
Yeah, we're up to 17,000 out of 50,000 for the goal. Just need
Oh, 13
more
days.
Drake skills.
Okay, I'll put more in there tomorrow. Or
Oh, at 80,000.
on Wednesday. What I'm scared is Drake's gonna see that it gets really close and he's just not gonna scream again until after the thing's done.
No, I won't do that.
I know you
I'm
won't,
the
but
one
it
that
would-
made the challenge, so I'm ready for it.
Well, not really, but you're ready to try.
I'm ready to try. Yes, yes. As Illidan would say, "You are not prepared." So, but the class that I have a lot of fun with in 14 is Paladin. That thing is so awesome. Like, got a heal, so you can keep yourself alive in dicey situations. It's got really good tanking skills. And it doesn't take that much damage because it mitigates a lot of the damage. But like if my healer is a little bit overwhelmed, I can take a pause real quick, click on my healer, and heal him myself, you know. So that's pretty nice.
I'm actually proud of myself. I'm cutting this farm or field and I haven't freaking sneezed once yet.
Oh, well, now that you've mentioned it, you're going to need to.
Maybe. Hopefully not.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think if I tether this once, is what happened last time, we'll be able to scoop it up and take it down there to pick it up. And there's quite a few logs on this field.
Yeah, that's one of the many places that Blue flipped. But then once he flipped into an unowned field, he can't pick the log back up.
You can pick it up. You just
Okay.
got to push them out of the field.
Oh,
But he didn't have anything to pick them up with either.
gotcha. Hey, this is pass number 3 on this field. Thankfully, like, you know, each pass, like, reduces the size of the field. Because it's a massive. It's just like when you're doing those fields where you're going back and forth and stuff, like each trip is the exact same length.
Why
Versus-
circles are better.
What's that?
That's why circles are better.
Yeah.
People that don't do circles when they're doing it, it drives me nuts.
Well, it depends on the shape of the field and the turnaround and all that stuff on if I'll just do back and forth or not. Okay. Like scratching my ear there for a bit. Yeah, I'm excited to check out Sage. I've had fun with Scholar, but I don't fully know how to use it yet. There's a lot of tools in my tool belt that I almost never use. So I could probably do a lot better at Scholar if I figured out how to use those tools. But oh my gosh, last night I was torturing people with the ver puns. Ooh, Genghis rolled a 36 on the gamble and lost 10,000 Drake booty. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But Genghis, I'm assuming that you're playing on the European data center on 14, like the last time you played. Don't imagine that you'd be on the Crystal data center. Although in Endwalker, you're supposed to be able to visit between data centers. Which just means that my server is going to become even more popular. The roleplay server, and everybody makes alts there anyway. And I mean, lots of people do.
Genghis just lost all of his.
He lost 10,000 booty, yeah.
I know, but I
That's-
think he lost more. He lost 20.
He do slots and
Yeah, he did both.
gamble? Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Oh, he lost 20,000 Drake booty. Woo. A lot of booty.
I only have that. I have like 6.
Do you join in on the heists and stuff?
Sometimes.
You
Yeah.
should always join in on the heists.
Speaking of.
Yeah, speaking of.
Oh, damn.
Alright, guys, I finished field 14. I've washed up equipment and parked up in the places where they're supposed to be.
Thank you
and
very much, Baltic.
You know?
I need to log off and catch up tomorrow.
Okay, no problem.
Thank-
Have a good night.
Thank you
Have a
again,
nice
sir.
stream, and yeah, you guys have a nice evening.
Have a nice night.
Oh, do heist all if you want to do that much.
I'll just do all, sure.
Yeah,
Because
all those,
it's not
all,
actually
isn't
all.
all your. Well, it could be, but it's not all for me.
No, it's 1,500 maximum. So like,
Oh, is it?
yeah,
Yeah, so it
whenever
only
you
does the
do
maximum.
all, it's not risking all of your booty. It's risking all of your. It's risking the maximum amount that the command will allow. Is what it does.
Okay.
And it's easier for me to type that than actually trying to type all that since I'm going right back into the game.
6666.
Wow, you have 4 6s.
I don't know how
That's
I did that.
impressive.
I think that's pretty hard to do.
That is.
You ready, Z?
Yep.
Okay, 413,000 Drake booty. Need a wee wee with 284,000. Snack attack 187,000. Let it base 165,000. Odin Sun with 106,000. Angus Carnage 93,000. The Blue Rider 65,000. B Adam with 42,000. Unctus 39,000, and Morgene Boo Boo with 38,000 booty. Lots of booty out there.
I just got a couple booty.
42,000. If you put, wait, how many
That's
drakes?
400
do you
that's
have?
that's 420,000.
Explosions! The dwarves were armed with cannons and rifles and managed to take out half the thunder. Z
You
and
made
Drake,
it back.
only survivors.
Z, you made some money. Now, you asked me how many Drake skills I have. I have 5,500 right this second.
Okay.
But I have spent some today.
Well, if you just
But-
keep lurking, then you can just put it all into the first person stream.
What
yeah,
are you
if
talking
you keep
about?
clicking
Lurking?
on that
I'm
treasure
in,
chest too.
I'm in here every day that he streams because I'm on here playing every day that he streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a bit.
Well, I don't have 6666 anymore.
No, not anymore. 10,427 Drake Buddha. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel and you don't know what the heck is going on with those booties, basically, whoever has the most Drake booty at the end of the month wins a gift sub from me to you, to the channel. And, if you already have a sub at that time, then you can choose to give it to whomever in the community that you wish. That will be passed on in your honor. If you use BTTV, it will auto collect the chest for your Drake skills. Did not know that.
Neither
Is
did
that-
I.
Is that after a certain amount of time, or do I have to change that in the settings? Because, like, you know, I don't always pay attention to the stream when I go to raid somebody after that. I would like to collect their channel points. Different reasons. See, this is using quite a bit of fertilizer. Area. But we also didn't pre-treat this with the slurry digestate because I didn't think we'd have enough to do the field. It's in the BTTV setting.
I just got the add-on for Chrome.
Where's it at?
It says it's the better TTV settings are located in the Twitch chat settings on the Twitch website.
In Twitch.
So
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll mess with that later. We got a stream to do.
Yep.
But yeah, having it like auto collect the channel points. All right. You gonna be on here for a bit, Doc?
I will be on as long as, well, let me rephrase that. I'm going to get this done at least,
Okay.
tethered, and sent over to get it started for silage.
Okay.
Do you need me to do something else?
No, I was just getting tired, like physically tired, like wanting.
So am I. So,
Okay.
but I don't want to, well, I guess I could come back to this tomorrow. If we're all off the stream, it's not going to do anything, right?
Well, it's not gonna really affect it.
I mean, I might finish cutting this grass then. I mean, we can
Hey,
just
Doc.
pick. Yes, sir.
I saw your stream last night, but I didn't click on it because I didn't realize it was you.
No worries.
Because I was looking at Farming Sim streams and I was like, I don't know. I wasn't even looking at my following channels either.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not worried about it.
I know.
If you want to catch one of them, you're more than welcome to.
Do you stream at night and in the morning? Or what?
So here's how it goes with my streams. I am scheduled to stream 7 days a week from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I have bad habits of sleep patterns. So if I can't sleep and I'm bored, I may just start a stream. But I will always be there for the 7 to 9 streams. Sometimes it will last longer, sometimes it won't.
No. And my problem is that like I'm kind of running out of steam here, so like I'm not getting quite as talkative
Energetic.
right now. Nita Wee Wee has returned with a dun dun dun. Welcome back, sir. Hope your Sunday is still going well. Hey, you guys.
Every Drake scale I'm getting, I just put it right into the
There you go.
first person only stream.
You really
Might
want to
as
see that, huh? You really want that first person only stream to happen.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's a whole stream in first person only. That's gonna be rough.
That's like what, 4 hours, 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 to 4 hours. I try to aim for 4 hours, but you know, on days like
I'm gonna be
today.
doing a lot of backing up on that stream.
Oh no. We'll see. See what
Or
happens.
you're gonna be getting out of your vehicle a lot to see how you're turned.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be doable, but the problem is like you can't like adjust your mirrors and stuff like that, and
I know.
you can't. It's a lot easier to do first person in real life because you have your peripheral vision.
And you can turn around and look and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, you can turn around and look in this game too. But
I know, but it doesn't give you the same visual perspective as turning around, like looking over your shoulder in a pickup truck.
yeah,
And I say that because me and him both drive pickups, and he knows what I'm talking about.
Mhm. My roommate has had to borrow my truck a couple times now. And well, he borrowed it once, and he was like, "Holy crap, dude! You can see everything."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of the point." Because he drives like a Civic.
Do you have an extended cab, or do
What
you
was
have a single?
Donation. Ooh, ooh. He just donated $1 and said, "Hey, thank you for the
Hey.
$1, Z. I appreciate it." That kind of donation doesn't pop up on the like the activity feed for regular things, so I had to look on my other one. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you have an extended cab, or do you have a standard cab?
Standard.
Yeah.
I got a
I
bare
like it.
bones truck because I just bought it with cash right out of the Navy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. It's a stick shift, 4-cylinder, like it's basically it's a fleet vehicle, so it wasn't even designed like there's no bells and whistles on it. Manual windows, like bells and whistles. The only bells and whistles that it has is the I have a garage door bed cover on it that I put on there, and you know it's just a bed cover that can roll up into itself. And I need to get a new one though because that one's 15 years old and it's kind of falling apart.
If it lasted 15 years, you got your money out of it.
I definitely did. Definitely did.
Heck, and if it's a Chevy Colorado and you've owned it for 15 years, you definitely got your money out of it.
Yep, it's a Chevy Colorado, 15 years old because I bought it in 2005.
Well, you are down in Texas too, so that makes a big difference.
Yeah, we don't deal, you know, with the
You don't
road
have
salt
the
eating your.
salt.
Yep. Don't have road salt eating our vehicles away.
So my aunt has my step grandfather passed away, and she got the truck from him, and it was his father's truck. It's a 1992 with not even 70,000 miles on it, GMC Sierra 1500.
Wow.
That's the truck that I was working on the other day.
For a 92 having 70,000 miles on it, that's wow.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Because I mean mine.
Drove it.
I bought it in
actually
2005.
it has true bench seating, not a split bench. It has the straight bench that goes all the way across.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Manual windows. The only thing that's really got bells and whistles on it, it had a tape deck in it at one time, but it doesn't work because the stereo went out on it.
Hmm.
But there was also a fire in the bed of the truck. I'm not going to go into detail about that. Something about somebody throwing a cigarette butt out the window is what I heard. I'm not 100% positive. I wasn't around when that happened. So it's missing a back window that has plexiglass in it now. But still, 70,000 miles on a 92, and it's not full of rust.
I mean, that's good. Yeah,
It's
you know, I bought my truck 2005, and it's got 54,000 miles on it now. And a lot of those miles were me moving from California to Florida, and then moving from Florida to Texas. So,
Need a wee wee. Going for another high.
Fine.
ooh, going for a heist. Get some booty. Get some booty.
Just lighting black back glass.
Oh, one of those, yeah.
Oh, I'm also talking to my mom at the same time. She's,
No problem.
because we got my truck too that is almost sold. I'm just waiting for the guy to get the money that I blew the motor in. I need to get my title for it so we can get it sold when he gets the money.
I can't even get my title back. I lost my title, and California only keeps records for 5 years. So I have to figure out how to get the title back.
You registered it in Texas, right?
Well, yes, but it was purchased in California. So, like, when you get your title, you have to get it back from the state that you purchased.
No, you should be able to get a title from the state that you have it registered in.
Yeah, I'll have to mess with that. I have to go renew my registration on tomorrow anyway. And what were you saying, Z?
Wouldn't the registration have everything about the truck anyway?
It's supposed to, but so titles work a lot different. The title is the certificate of ownership for the vehicle. So whoever has that owns the vehicle, basically.
No, whoever's named the title's in owns the vehicle.
Yeah, but
Unless
you
it's been
could
signed over.
sign it over to yourself if you had the title in your hand.
Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, so I got this field done. I still need to go get the tether.
I want another heist.
You want another heist? Yeah, well, you did come back from that heist. The entire Thunder break returned.
I didn't even know there was a heist going on right now.
I mentioned it, but
Just because somebody mentions it doesn't mean that I actually pay attention to it. I won't lie. A lot of times when I'm sitting here actually doing things, I'm not paying attention to anybody. So I'm gonna keep the forage wagon down there though, and grab the tether. I still need to flip over the.
Before you
skid
do
steer.
that, could you help me finish this field
Why would I want to help you finish that field, sir?
so that it can be done and I can
go to sleep.
go take a nap?
I suppose I can swap over and do that. We're just gonna have some dirty equipment because as soon as we get done with that, I'm done.
Yeah, well, likewise. But maybe I'll pop on
Or-
tomorrow. And
No, you got to pop on tomorrow anyways because you got to do some additions to the server. And I have my doctor's appointment tomorrow, so after that, I will get on and take care of some stuff.
there you go. There you go.
But yes, here I come. So you want me to plant turnip seeds, right?
Oil seed radish.
The joke.
Oil seed radish.
Do you have any turnips in yours? I don't think so.
No. Don't think so either. But that reminds me of that one country song that I like. the turnip trucks on.
Yep. Had Hollywood written on the license plate.
Yeah.
Thank God for good directions and turnip greens.
Yep. Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna exfold.
Yep. I split the field, so
Oh, you did? I was just gonna clean it up a little bit.
yeah, you can do that.
Alright.
Get the job done. I was just worried that it was going to take another hour to do by myself.
I wouldn't leave you like that, you know that.
Yeah.
Even when I probably shouldn't be on, I'm still on.
Yeah, hopefully you can get your sleep situation sorted, because that's not...
I'm not worried about my sleep situation. I've always had it like this, so.
Hmm.
Who owns the server?
What's
Drake
it what?
does.
Draco? Oh.
Yes, Drake is the admin.
But does he just keep it on?
It's a dedicated server.
Oh.
Yep.
When you said who owns it, he's the one paying the bills, so he's the one that owns it.
Well, the community is helping pay for the bill, so...
My dollar helping pay.
Your dollar
Yes.
did help pay, yes.
So
Why
when
does a
nobody's-
chicken coop have 2 doors? I don't know, Genghis. Why does a chicken coop have 2 doors? Because it had 4 doors, it'd be a chicken sedan. Okay,
Have you never heard that before?
I've not. It's the first time I've heard that one. Oh man, I like it. I
See,
like
now
it.
you got something else to use on your string for your
That's
jokes of
exactly
your
what I was
intro.
thinking. Exactly. That one needs to go into the memes.
So I was talking about adult money and how there used to be memes for it, and I can't find any now, so I can't really show you what I'm talking about. But basically, it shows a kid with an RC Lamborghini, and then it shows an adult with an actual Lamborghini, and it says adult money.
Yeah.
That was just what I was getting at.
Hmm.
Or you got the kid playing on the old iMac, the one that they turned into, a lot of people turned into fish bowls. And
Oh,
then it
right,
has
right.
the guy in the, then it has the adult in the super rig.
Hmm.
I don't know what I just heard about IMAX and bowls, but I don't know.
The old iMac computers, when they first came out, they were a CRT or monitor style,
Okay.
and people were stripping the computers when they died and turning them into fish bowls.
Okay then.
It was actually a great way to reuse the product.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So basically, they just gutted because it was an all-in-one, is what it was. But it was shaped like a CRT television. I don't know if you know what that is or not, but
Yes.
okay. Now I gotta go back and hit the areas that I missed because I wasn't paying attention.
Talking about CRT television.
No, I just wasn't paying attention, period. I was sitting here with just my finger on the W key just going. It is using a little bit of fertilizer. I just noticed that.
Mm-hmm. Not much, but it does use a little.
That's why it's giving you that size.
Cool. That corner too sharp.
Oh my god,
Yeah, right? Got a little bit of airtime there as I kicked up the trailer.
Yeah. On 2 wheels. Well, actually, 1 track.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah, I
This
wouldn't
tractor.
be able to justify the cost of the server by myself if I was the only one paying for it. Because it's $25 a month to have the server running. Yeah. But it's been a lot better since we switched over to that because I was originally hosting on my just straight
Personal.
up my computer.
You'd have to like turn it on every time you wanted to play.
Yeah, I had to be there for anytime anybody wanted to play.
So if he needs to log off early, or if his power goes out or something of that nature, and we're not done,
Yeah.
we can continue work and get it done for the next stream without him having to be on. And
Nice.
we have that many times.
Yeah, me and my friend have a server, but it's just us. We don't like. He just posts it whenever he gets on.
Yeah.
It's on, but like. It's just me and him, so whenever he plays, I'll play with him. Because I don't want to play alone in a multiplayer world. It's boring.
Why not?
It just seems boring. Yeah, I might do a farming by myself, but like, me and him usually just mess around and have fun and stuff.
Yeah.
Alone is kind of like...
Have you done sugarcane with like the regular sugarcane harvesters before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the modded ones, the ones that are in the game.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt, ain't it?
Yep.
Oh,
Every time you like miss a spot, you're like, oh no.
I know, right?
Like,
They screw it and keep going.
I'll get it later.
Might get it later if I need to.
Yeah. Well, each one of those like puffs that you miss is like 40 liters.
Yeah. Huge. I'm like,
Yeah, the yield is very good on sugarcane. We're getting like 2 to 3 million liters off of our field that we had it planted on over on the Durango farm.
I only planted it like 3 times, and then I'm like, I'm never doing this again. Like,
See, and I've heard the horse breed potatoes, so I've never done potatoes.
oh yeah. I've
16
never done
hours. Took me 16
Really?
hours of real life time to harvest
Oh my-
a 60 acre field of potatoes with one harvester.
See,
Oh, I
and now,
put- I. Never mind. You go.
oh, go ahead.
You go.
Now that I have swordplay, though,
Yeah, courseplay would help, but I did not have that. You love doing potatoes? Yeah, but we use the modded stuff that allows you to like harvest like super.
What is it called?
mothers.
I made a solo world the other day.
Yeah.
Little map for me to play on, and when I started it up, there's already potatoes growing on a field that I bought, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go cultivate that because I'm not doing that. Nope.
That
I'm
would have been a
not
lot.
doing
You would have made all of your money back from buying the field, though.
that. I know, but it's paying too much.
Yeah.
I got school to focus on, but I would just be in class thinking about the 18 hours of pain that's about to happen if over to me.
Right.
I thought these were bigger than this.
What? These?
Yes.
These are big.
Yes, but I thought they were bigger than this.
Yeah.
Hit the pole.
Tried to avoid hitting the pole, and then like,
Hit the pole anyways.
no, I missed it still. But because I was like doing crazy avoiding, it was like, wow, it's really coming down out there now. But when I was doing like crazy avoidance just there, it was like hard to steer this tractor.
Sunny, nice, kind of cloudy day for me. Just nice outside.
Yeah. I mean, I can hear the rain, and I've got music and the game and you guys talking at the same time, but I can still hear the rain out there. That's how hard it's coming down here right now. What? Couldn't make that turn. How? Why? It wouldn't let me turn left.
17,552 Drake skills raised.
Ooh, we're getting close. Getting close.
17,000. We're still kind of far off a little bit, but for now,
God.
I'm doing
Right,
the
but
wiggle
I-
wobble again.
What's that?
I'm doing that wiggle wobble again with this tracker.
Hmm.
I was looking at the top of it instead of far behind it.
But considering that there's 15 or there was 14 days left on that challenge, I'm pretty confident that it will happen.
how many days have we been going for doing it?
It started yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hitting it. We're gonna hit it in like 2 days.
Yep.
Hold on one sec.
Oh,
Here we go. This side of the field's almost done.
this one's not.
Oh, I'll come join you on that one here as soon as I'm done here, though. Get it done.
I'm trying.
I knew you gave him the bigger piece.
Do what now?
I knew you gave him the bigger piece.
The plant. I knew it.
Oh, that I gave you the bigger piece?
I did it to him earlier when we were actually harvesting.
Yes. Payback's a bitch!
Yeah.
But the thing is when we were harvesting, I just jumped over and did. It wasn't harvesting. What were we doing? Oh, liming. When we were liming it to him, and then I jumped over and did the other field that's right next to us,
Yeah.
and he still got done before I did. If you get the setup that we have, it's actually not too bad.
What
I
is
hate
it?
liming too. You get the largest fertilizer spreader, and then put the 6-meter attachments on them.
Yeah.
So it spreads farther.
It does,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, and then it spreads farther, and then you can hold a lot of lime in those ones. And so, and then the other thing is, I would suggest getting the
Precision
fill
farming.
station mods if you're playing on PC. I don't know if you're playing on console. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then so there's these fill station mods, or there is a fill station mod out there that allows you to refill the lime on site. So that's really nice.
I might get it. I don't know. I get like 95% of my mods off of Mod Network anyway. So.
That's where this one comes. Or the
We get them
straight
from the
up
mod,
game
hub,
mod.
direct from
Yeah.
Giants.
I've got like a couple.
Yeah. We get them from there because they're the easiest ones for new players to download. Because when you connect to the server and there's not a and you don't have one of those mods, then it gives you a link directly to it.
Oh, yeah. I get some of my mods. I've gotten like a couple off of there.
Hmm.
But
Well, the other thing is, like, the mods that appear on that are tested by Giants, so they're supposed to be working
good.
until, you know, like the modder makes them change the thing, which is what I think happened here on the Air Salt map. He probably made like an update and then like it messed things up.
That's the
Either that or they updated something else and it conflicted with the map.
Yeah.
that's the thing with Mod Network. Like you don't know if it's gonna work or not. You gotta take your chances.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are broken and then you have to delete them and you can't use them. It's like, man, I want to use them. But
Yeah.
nope. Too bad, huh?
Yeah. That's another reason why I like to stick with the mod network ones or mod hub ones, because they've been tested at least once. So they worked at one point.
Pay no attention to me.
Dude, we already have weeds thrown in.
What?
Yeah, there's a little section of weeds that screw in a part that I already did.
How in the heck are you turning so quick, dude?
Jeez, just
That
good
reminds
at it.
me of about updates. They have updated the VW bug mod. Yeah. We got the updated version of that a little while ago.
You see that little spot I missed right there?
I do see that
Rick.
little spot you missed right there.
Fucking W.
Another
again.
trucker. Screw it. You good?
Yep.
I'll let you catch that on your way back.
I like that you've been saying mother trucker,
I've been trying not to curse on your stream.
and I appreciate it. All right.
I mean,
Wow.
everybody knows what I'm saying, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. He also missed another spot behind you, by the way. You didn't see
He
that?
knows.
Yep. I'm on my way to
You
get
missed
that
it
one.
right.
You do that other one.
I don't think I've woken up at all today. Even though I'm up and moving, I don't feel like I'm awake yet.
Yeah, like there's a
Still
big
drinking?
part of me that wants to go take a nap, but then there's the other part of me that's like, no, because it's gonna mess everything up. And then I'll be up even later tonight. And then I gotta go put up with the VA, or not the VA, the DMV that's going to put me to sleep tomorrow. They wait in the DMV office
Hey.
all day.
Lisa, Texas DMV is not nearly as bad as the California DMV.
It's pretty comparable because they basically have one office for the entire county.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that just because of COVID? Because they used to have a bunch of offices up there.
No, it's just the way it is. It was there when I first moved here in 2019, so.
Up there. Okay.
We don't even have a DMV in Indiana. We have a BMV.
What's that?
Same thing. It's just instead of being the Department of Motor Vehicles, it's the Bureau of Motor Vehicles.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
they're just trying to be extra.
Right?
Trying to look better.
no, they're worse.
I know what you mean. A woman has kids that drives trucks. Mother trucker, yes.
My mom was a truck driver.
Sounds like
Oh.
Doc needs more coffee.
I've only had one cup.
I don't drink coffee at all. I don't like the flavor.
I love coffee.
I like the smell of it.
Coffee is the nectar of the gods.
Yeah, that's what coffee drinkers say, but they're wrong. See, I knew that this was gonna take the rest of the time of the stream.
See, I should hook freaking Drakeage up with one of my friends. She lives in Texas, down in Killeen.
Oh yeah.
Yep, she's a truck driver too.
Oh my.
She have kids? 'Cause if
Nope.
she does, she's a mother trucker.
She's not. She does not
She's
have
not
any
a mother
kids.
trucker.
Nope, she's not. She's a sweetheart though.
Oh, that's good.
But I think she's done with men for some reason. I think she's had too many bad experiences.
I mean, makes sense.
It's so weird. Whenever your equipment comes off the line, it like immediately goes from lime on like the wheels.
dirt.
Oh yeah, yeah, the dirt.
Very- So weird.
Yeah. Instantly goes from the lime dirt to the mud dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right back to lime.
Yep.
Takes a little bit longer for the lime color to get on there though. Cause like it's instant when I go under the soil.
At least all we gotta do is plow this stuff under.
Yeah. Well, cultivated. Like,
Same difference.
Watch, it just immediately comes off.
Similar, different. Not
Oh.
the same.
You take a tractor and you turn it up underneath the ground. I believe it's the same difference. Same but different. There I go again.
Bro, my dog's so loud.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have 3. One's a pit bull. One's a mutt. She has like everything in her, and then one's a tiny one. I think she's like a Morkie. Forget.
Yorkie?
Yeah.
I think you said a Morkie.
Yeah, it's like a mix.
I think he said a Yorkie, but that's why I was like, Yorkie?
both. It's like both,
Hmm.
but
I'm like, what is a Morkie?
I wanted to get a dog, but I got cats because I'm like busy elsewhere, and cats don't need nearly as much attention as a dog does.
I'm pretty
Morkie-
sure your cats need just as much attention as a dog does. You have special cats.
My cats are awesome.
Most
Cats are-
cats don't freaking lay on your feet, though, is what
No.
I'm getting at.
No, these cats, they love to be in my lap or on my feet or
They're more like dogs than they are cats, is what I was referring
Yeah.
to.
a Morkie is a Yorkie mixed with something. I don't know what.
Mm,
a Morkie. Oh, dude,
It's a mix. but
it's a
like-
mix. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
it's probably like a Maltese.
yeah.
probably a Maltese and a Yorkie then.
But I have a big pit bull. He's like 100 pounds, maybe.
And he's a big baby too, isn't he?
Yep. That's
Mhm.
why I hate people who are like, pit bulls are gonna kill you. No, they just like cuddle.
They're just giant
Depends on
lap
how
dogs.
they're raised.
Yep, it's
Yeah, it
anything
is.
though.
It's like,
That's very creative.
it's not gonna kill
Hush.
you.
I'll get it.
I thought you liked
Literally.
the 9.
I do. It's just I'm having problems today.
My
Ladies
pit bull is
And
a
gentlemen,
giant teddy bear. Yeah.
thank you so much for joining me here today on the Drakish 2000 stream. We are wrapping things up today because I'm a little bit tired and a little bit kind of done at the moment. We're gonna go raid our good friend Tomtastic Gaming. It's been a little bit since we've raided him, so let's roll them credits
Total
first, though.
war.
Let's roll them credits.
Let's do this before this happens.
You're gonna bring the tractor back to the farm.
What are you doing?
No, you just
Oh, you're
keep doing what you're
gambling.
doing. I got it.
So we are rolling the credits. Let's see them beautiful credits. I want to thank all of you guys for joining me today on today's stream. It's been a lot of
Damn it,
fun,
Genghis.
and I hope that you guys were entertained. I want to thank our latest donor, Z, for their donation. I want to thank moderators D-Gold77, Genghis Carnage, and Rabid Ferret. And our latest followers, Unknown Bats, Ethan Olive, and Latikaluna. Thank you guys so much. Let's go over and say, give me all your gold to Tomtastic Gaming. Get that rocking and rolling here in just a second. Need to hit this button, and then hit this button, and then bam, hit that button. Get in on this raid, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is a great
I'm only
streamer.
rating.
You will have a
Because I
good
get
time
free
over there,
kills.
and I will see you guys on the next Drakish 2000 show.
Which Dark Elf Lord have you gone for?
One.
Rating.
So